Charm, she's a stunner. Flipping through gossip, the latest craze. Trying them to cook, oh how they dazzle. We keep it real, spilling the truth. In our circle of acquaintances, always from lipstick shades to celebs free. Sharing the box, feel the edges of the crease. Page by page, return our worlds. Sit still and strong and life unfurled.
Hey, ladies and gents, it's Wednesday. Wednesday, okay. How's everybody doing? Welcome, everybody. Come on in. We got some porch talk topics to go over before we get into our video. You see your girl been working hard over there dropping shorts. We're gonna talk about that for a little bit, and then we're gonna get into the content. Okay. I already got the video queued up. Unless something pop off. Nesto, it's your turn. You winning and losing at the same damn time. Come on in, everyone. Let me change my thumbnail to Wednesday. Enter to win. Come on in. And I got everything. I got my dinner. I got my drinks. I got everything. So I don't have to rush off tonight like we did on yesterday. And y'all was too tickled about me doing the reading on yesterday. That was not planned, but it worked out. And I enjoyed it. Okay. First up, we just gonna talk about our little topics, then we're gonna get into it. Okay. Let me get my phone on because I got everything in this phone, honey. Come on in. And then, of course, I'll speak to everybody in the chat. Child, what's tea? Okay, porch topic number 1. What do y'all think about Kevin Hunter Sr.? Y'all, $250 million lawsuit against Wendy's guardians, Sabrina. And he was also requesting a jury trial. And he's seeking release from guardianship. It has become a weapon and not a shield. What do y'all think about that? Kevin Hunter, the ex-husband. Now, somebody made a good comment right here under my post saying, if anybody was going to sue or take legal action against Wendy's guardian, Miss Sabrina, it should have been the son, not the ex-husband. Okay, they say Kevin needs a job. Wendy is not his lifetime meal ticket. A second person said the same thing. Kevin needs to go on. Go get a job. And then Say I don't know if Say is in the chat, but Say is the person that left the comment. The only one to bring that suit should be Wendy and her son, Kevin Jr. Good message, wrong message. Wrong messenger. Get it. I was just saying it's a good thing to do, just the wrong person. Okay. Angela Simmons confirms that her and Yo Gordy have broken up. Them folks saying it looked like he dumped her after begging, writing songs, making her his dream girl, publicly being in the DMs. Things did not work out. Now, honestly, I didn't think they were going to last this long because of his lifestyle in Memphis, and a lot of violence surrounding him in Memphis. I didn't think that was a good look because we know a bullet don't know nobody, right? But after 3 years of dating, they have called it quits. What do y'all think about that? Miss E, my mom, who is at Bible study. It's Wednesday. Her and Nesto's probably both are at Bible study. Said, I tried to watch her interview with Angie Martinez, but I clicked off after 5 minutes. She said she couldn't make it. Oh, I knew when she did that pew pew purse, it was over. B. Williams said it was over. And somebody said it's a waste of time. It was a waste of time. Oh my God. What do y'all think about Karen Reed being found not guilty on the unaliving? The bigger charges that would have gotten her, possibly life in prison. What do y'all think about that? They gave her a DUI. It didn't even catch the lady driving, but I guess they said they had to give her something, maybe to make the family feel that it was some type of justice. I don't know. But Karen Reed found not guilty on 2nd-degree unaliving and leaving the scene after an accident resulting in an unaliving. She was found guilty of operating under the influence of that liquor and sentenced to 1 year probation. I'm like, just let that lady go at this point. I didn't feel like they had enough evidence, and they already had a mistrial. So I felt like spending 8 weeks to take this lady back to trial when y'all have no new evidence. You can't pinpoint her even being there. That they should have just let that go. And maybe if they got some additional evidence, years from now, maybe bring her back to trial. But I felt like that was a waste of time because it was a lot of loopholes in that story. It was a lot of things that they didn't have answers to. And their experts that they had couldn't even say at one point if he had actually been hit by a car. They couldn't confirm things. So I think they should have just let it go after the mistrial. But unfortunately for the family, they're not going to get the closure that they wanted. But Karen, can move forward with her life, whatever that means for her. But if I was her, I would move. I would move. I would not stay there. I'll move to a different state. Baby, dye the hair. Try to switch up your appearance because people, people pick sides like we do. People pick their sides. And at this point, going to the grocery store, people gonna be pointing at her. That's Karen Reed. I would just move. If I was her, I would relocate to a different state. And as far as getting a job, like, you think she'll be able to get a job there? I don't think so. So for her, I will move, relocate, try to rebuild my life. Whatever that looks like for her. Maybe she could do books or podcasts, speaking engagement, movies, or something like that to make money. But I don't even see her working a traditional job at this point either. And again, I do feel bad for the family. I know they want closure, but I just didn't feel like they had enough. They had enough, unfortunately. Yeah, to me, complicated. It kind of gives off that a conspiracy, like maybe they were covering something up as far as it goes to with the officers and stuff like that. The investigation was not done properly, in my opinion, allegedly. And it seems like they had more to hide than Karen did. So maybe a little corruption or conspiracy going on there, allegedly. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. I'm gonna speak. I haven't spoke to the chat yet. I was just trying to get some of my topics out the way before we get into Nesto. So don't think I ain't speaking to y'all, because y'all know I'm gonna speak. Well, I can speak now, and then we'll hit my last topic, and then we'll get into it. Hey, a lady. And some of y'all, I was driving home from work, so I wasn't able to speak to y'all over, and I said what I said, chat. So don't think I was acting funny. When I did get home, I was making more comments. So that's what it was. I was driving and I was in the bushes. Hey, Sherry with a Y. Hey, Chanel. Hey, Gabby girl. Hey, B. Williams. Hey, AKPOV. Hey, Vic to the Veil. Thank you for being here and modding for me on today. Hey, Town Town. Hey, Tasha B. Looking forward to being on the front porch, being a part of the front porch crew. Okay. I stole that from her, y'all. Hey, out the bushes. Thank you so much for coming up on yesterday. Hey, hello, Cat. Hey, I'm free to be me. Okay, y'all hopping in the shower. Just came back from the gym. I did lean. Okay, girl. I'm gonna give you time to get out that shower. Hey, there she go. Hey, Miss JEJ. And the lady said, good message, but wrong messenger. I know when she did that pew pew first, it was over. Talking about Angela Simmons. I read that out of order. I didn't think they were a good match either, Lady T. No, they weren't. They weren't. Not to me. Complicated is listening from work. Okay. Miss Karen need to move this second. They wanted that lady under the jail. That's how I feel. And I'm like, why y'all so pressed when y'all don't even have no DNA, no ballistics, no text messages, no ring foot coverage, nothing. I haven't been following that Karen Reed trial. Is that about the police corruption too? Allegedly, in my opinion, something in the milk wasn't clean. Okay, I'll put it like that, Vic. Hey, Mistress Monica. We all up in these YouTube streets. Yes. Hey, Sunshine, Rain, and Gardening. All right, Lady T. I'm happy she's free. I'm sorry. Yeah, we sorry to the family. We really are. We're not trying to be insensitive. I'm sorry for his family though, especially his niece and nephews. Those kids have been through a lot. That trial was crazy, and the officers were moving files. Right. Hey, Sanders, are you working tonight? If this is also police corruption, she should definitely move because the police believe in an eye for an eye. Yeah, she'll have to look over her shoulder forever. Hey, social wife Melissa. Hey, Harriet. Hey, I said what I said. We haven't started yet. We was just going over a few topics. I was hoping Miss Boogie Doll would be in this chat because I want to ask her about the lady that did the interview this morning on the Breakfast Club, because she was dropping some tea for y'all up in New York, Philly area. If y'all in the sounds of my voice, let me know if y'all live in that area down in the chat. Because I want to talk about Jonesy, aka Miss Jones, not Nesto's Miss Jones, but the radio personality. For those that may not be aware, John was raising his sister's kids after she passed away. Aww. Their father passed shortly after, and now he's gone. Oh, I really hate to hear that, Tasha B. I did not know that. A lady say, what's tea? What's tea? What's tea? We are about to get into it. I'm about to let you know what the tea is because I took notes. Oh, before I get into this, I think it was Georgia Peach that told me to go watch K Michelle interview with Cam Newton, I watched it. It was really good. I enjoyed it. If it's not Georgia Peach, y'all charge it to my damn brain and not my heart. But we did talk about that a few days ago. I did go and watch that interview and I did enjoy it. So thanks for the recommendation. If it was Georgia Peach or if it wasn't. And we could talk about that at another time, but I just wanted to make note of that. Look, lady say, what's the tea? Okay, it's Jonesy, aka Miss Jones. Now y'all know I'm down south, way down deep in the south in Florida. I'm not up, in New York or Philly or that area. So a lot of this tea was new to me. And I listened to the interview in its entirety once they posted it after the show this morning. Well, I was listening to a little bit in the car. That's how I originally heard it, and then I went back to listen to it later on my lunch break. Baby, Miss Jones, not Nesto's Miss Jones, but this other Miss Jones, which is Black Girl Magic, must I say. Um, she said she's the first Black woman to host a syndicated radio show. So she is pre Wendy Williams, pre Shirley. Um, so that's Black Girl Magic. That's Black Girl Magic to me. But baby, she was dropping some tea. Yes, we about to get into that. I should have talked about that damn bootleg husband of hers and then transition to this Kevin. But sure, let's get into it. Before we get into the Wendy and Miss Jones beef and some things that occurred, from that beef, I want to talk about the Diddy portion first. We're gonna talk about the Diddy portion first, and then we'll talk about what Vicky just brought up in the chat. Okay, so Miss Jones, which she does have a beautiful voice. I did listen to some of her music, and she was nominated for a Grammy for one of her new songs that she just wrote and produced. I would say written and produced. Okay, but sure, I did not know. She said when she first came onto the scene, I need to mute that. When she first came on the scene, she was working in radio, but she was also aspiring to be a singer. She really didn't want to sing, but she really didn't want to rap. So she started basically singing tracks, like sort of kind of like a mixtape feel, and someone else would lay, the verses to the tracks. And she made a reference that made me holler. She said, and this was pre the baby oil era. Okay, the all of the all. She said she's happy she escaped that. I'm looking at my notes, y'all, so that's why I'm jumping around. But she said, Diddy stole her style. She said that her and her producer, Ron G, they were all under Andre Harrell's Uptown, which was supposed to be the new Motown at the time. So that means Diddy was there working with Mary, and then she, as Miss Jones, had Ron G. So of course they worked together, but you know how that is. It's competition within the company. She said that she had already did her album. It was like a jazz R&B feel with a mixtape vibe. She had already had so much music let out at that time. Mary was new that was working with Diddy. She said that Diddy went to her producer, which was Ron G, and asked if he could listen to her music because she was big at that time. She was making a buzz. Everybody knew they was excited about her new project. Diddy went and listened to all her music and stole her style, swagger jacked her style, recreated it with Mary. So this ninja been stealing from day one. He been stealing from day one. He swagger jacked her style, went and pretty much gave Mary produced Mary's album with her style that she had created, and she ended up saying that Andre Harrell got fired, and then she kind of was left out dangling. But Diddy actually put out Mary's album before her album came out, which was like a knife in her back. Was like a knife in her back. And she was like, she was ready to release, but it was just things going on in the background. And Ron G did not know, because again, we're co-workers. So I'm thinking, you excited for me. You want to hear, big up me, gaslight me, give me a pat on the back. So he just let him listen to everything that she had, not knowing that he was a damn thief. A sheep in wolf clothing. So she talked about that. Y'all gotta listen to it, to hear from her. I'm trying to put my spin on it, my perspective, and paraphrase. But I'm like, that's nasty work. That is nasty work. So Mary released her music. She said she don't think Mary even knew anything about this. She don't have a beef or, anything with Mary. This may be Mary's first time hearing this. I don't know, but she's never spoken or talked to Mary about, this situation. So Mary may have heard about this today when it was on the Breakfast Club like we did. I don't know. Okay. Now let's move forward to what Vic to the Veil talk about. For y'all that don't know, she was working on, I believe it's Hot 97. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And she had a fallout with Star and Buck Wild. I wrote these names down, so y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if y'all familiar with them. And she said it was around 9/11 when Aaliyah had passed away. This, y'all know the story behind Aaliyah. She said they did this tasteful reenactment of Aaliyah last moments. She felt like it was very tacky. She did not like it, and she spoke up. And this all played out on air. So if y'all was up there and y'all know, y'all chime in down there in the chat. She said this all played out on air. She ended up telling them that she wished they had been unalive instead of Aaliyah. And Tracy, who was, I guess, over them, their manager at the time, sent her home, because y'all know how it is for us women. We always are negative. We have a bad attitude. Nobody can say anything to us. We're temperamental. Y'all know what they say about us Black women, right? She was all those things. And Tracy sided with the men. She sided with the men. So Miss Jones said she left. She went home because she was hotter than fish grease, of course. But it was a big, huge fallout after that happened. Okay, she said they lost sponsorships. They were losing a lot of money because who knows what was going on in the background. But again, all this played out on the air. So they lost money. They lost sponsorships. They ended up having to get rid of them. And they called her back for help. But in the meantime, in between time, she said Wendy Williams reached out to her to try to help her get a new job, which she ended up going to Power 99. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. She went to Power 99 because of the hookup, the resources that Wendy gave her. And she said at that time, her and Wendy were cool, but they had to talk when Kevin wasn't around, because Kevin didn't care for her. Okay, getting into what Miss Vic to the Veil was laying down in the chat. She said that Kevin didn't like her, but her and Wendy had a friendship, but they had to keep it on the low. They had to keep it on the low. And she even said that Kevin put a hit out on her. A HIT hit out on her. That's how nasty it got. Okay. And then, of course, Wendy sided with her husband. Okay. But she said that Kevin had rubbed her the wrong way. She felt like he was using Wendy, and these are in my words, okay? And she let Wendy know, I guess, to be careful. And like, us women often do, we go and tell the man, and then, of course, they want to create division. But to piggyback off of Vicky, there are some court documents out there. I don't have them, but an intern named Nicole sued Kevin. Okay. And in those documents is where Miss Jones found out about this unaliving for hire plot, because apparently Nicole, the intern, knew about it. And when she filed her lawsuit against Kevin, okay, and this is documented in the court documents. I don't have them, okay, but she said that he was planning to pow Mrs. Jones. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. And hey to everyone that has joined us. Okay, thank you, Vicky. Also, Miss Jones used to sing. I used to listen to her when I was a kid, at least her music. In NYC, I remember Miss Jones on the radio, but Wendy was definitely before her. Wendy may not have been syndicated. Yeah, I think I remember her. And Miss Jones had a single, Where I Want to Be. Ron G was the youngest in charge. He had all the mixtapes back in the day. Did she do the hook on AZ Sugar Hill? That was much jam. She may have been saying my jam. I don't like the Breakfast Club, but I may have to listen to it to see how truthful she is. She was never big. I'm gonna come back to you, okay? I believe it was because as a kid, I thought Miss Jones and Mary were sisters. Not surprised, Puppy's not talented. Yes, that was her. I forgot about that. Okay, so you got your answer. They have the roundaway girl style, the boots, the puff jacket, baggy jeans, and big earrings. Yes, okay. I'm speaking right. Yes, Hot 97 FM, Star, and Buck Wild were shock jocks, and yes, they reenacted. The reenactment was a mess. Oh my God! Hey Rat, hey Muffin. Wendy was in Philly at the time. Yes, because she said that she was working in New York. Wendy called her. Wendy was in Philly, and Wendy is the one who hooked her up with Luscious. Okay, Luscious Ice. For y'all people that's up there, y'all, please correct me if I'm messing up these people names in these stations. Okay, Luscious Ice. Wendy got her an interview, gave her the connections, and that's how she got the job there at Power 99. It was all Wendy working behind the scenes to help her out. Everybody warned Wendy about her husband. Yes, Nicole was Wendy's talent manager. Okay. Give me some tea about Nicole. Yes, Miss Jones did Sugar Hill. Okay. Thank y'all. Misa was Mary's stylist. That's Justin's mom, Puffy's first son. Okay, y'all keep it coming in the chat. Okay, let me see if I missed anything. Well, she ended up going to Philly to work at Power 99. And then, they called her back. They called her back over to the other station, Hot 97, because they needed her to come back so they can get their sponsorships and their coins up. But she did say when she went to Philly to Power 99, they had a number 50 rating, but the time that she was there, they brought their rating up to number 3. And she said that really meant a lot to her because it let her know that it wasn't her, it was them. It helped her, build her confidence up. It gave her soul what it needed, was her words. But she did go back because she had to go back and do damage control over at Hot 97. She said Tracy begged her to come back. And I'm pretty sure she made it, monetarily worth her while too. Hey, Elsie, come on in, y'all. So that was the tea that I had about Mrs. Jones. But she said, just seeing how a lot of the information and the tea and the internet is sharing a lot of things from during that time frame, she wouldn't be surprised if Dame Dash and Jay-Z did not shut things down over there at Hot 97 and made them get rid of Star and Buck Wild. And I think the reason that she wasn't big because she was about to come out. And you know, when you get the right people behind you that'll do something strange for the change and all of those things, it doesn't matter how talented you are. If you're not in the it circle, I think we all can say from what we're hearing now, like Miss Jones, we know why she wasn't, as successful, as Mary or anyone else. But we're just saying Mary because of the stealing of the the style, the music. Because she said she was a big deal. And everybody knew her, in New York because she was already on the radio station. She already had a lot of connections and she was trying, to build her, her music persona up. Mary didn't have all that going on, did she? And not to take anything from Mary, because, we don't know what her destiny was going to be with or without, Puff, but we just know where she is now. And I don't want to discredit her or take anything from her. Nicole worked with Wendy for a long time. Big Kev assaulted her, and when she reported it, she got fired. Retaliation. This was when the internet was new. So Nicole had access to Wendy's website, and Nicole posted pics of Wendy without a wig. Oh, I don't think Puff is just as dead. Yeah, they think it's the bodyguard. Hey, Chick-fil-A girl. Yeah, they kept saying the bodyguard is his dad. Yeah, woof. That's what they're saying. And we know Puff don't care, child. Look how he done took Albie Shore son over there. We got one more thing, y'all, and we're gonna get into it. I did find this old article from Hip Hop. Wendy Williams' husband accused of unaliving in the lawsuit. Okay. And this is from June 12th of 2008, written by Omar Burgess. Okay. The lawsuit Nicole Spence filed against Wendy Williams in March has taken a decidedly ugly turn. Spence originally filed the suit against her former boss at 107.5 WBLS for allegations that Williams allowed her husband, Kevin Hunter, to demand SEX favors from her. Today, various media outlets report the same lawsuit also included claims that Hunter tried to hire someone to unalive radio personality, Miss Jones. Okay. I'm gonna just use her radio name of 97.1 Hot 97. According to oh Lord. Listen, I read okay. According to the the experts from the suit, which were read in Manhattan's federal court yesterday. Oh, child, I probably ain't gonna be able to get it if it's in federal court. Spence claims Hunter asked a WBLS employee to help him find someone to unalive Miss Jones because he was apparently angry over some comments that Miss Jones made about his wife on air. So they're gonna they have some oh my God. Okay, Spence is still employed as Wendy Williams' booking agent at WBLS, and she's seeking unspecified damages from Williams Hunter and the Inner City Broadcasting Corporation, the parent company of WBLS. While neither representatives for Jones, Williams, or WBLS have commented on the allegations, Hunter says the claims are totally false. True. That's T. They are twins. Hey, Real. You remember this? Okay. Can you drop some tea down in the for this Florida girl all the way over on the other side of the map? Hey, Linda. Child, I wanted to share that with y'all. I decided to Google while I was sitting here. So, what do y'all think about that? For the ones that didn't know, like me, baby, my mouth was on the flizzo. My jaw was open, baby. A fly could have flew up in my mouth because I was like, what the hell? And they did talk a little bit about Wendy being fired, allegedly due to Diddy. They talked about other things, but these were just some highlights that I picked out of the interview. So if you can stomach it and listen to the Breakfast Club, and you are around this era and you want to hear in more detail coming from the horse's mouth, please go check out that interview. I will link it here for you. But I was interested because y'all know anything hip hop, especially back in the day. I love that type of conversation. So she had me, baby. I would usually be driving to work with one eye open, but baby, I was like, what the hell going on? And she did receive a Grammy nomination this year for a song that she wrote. I did not hear the mix because Envy was supposed to do a mix. She was supposed to do a mix with her music, but I'm at work, so I had to catch I had to wait till I go to lunch just to even listen to this and make my notes to come, and talk about it with y'all. But what do y'all think? You love the old T2 big? Envy sucks. Well, Lauren, the intern, Turn the Job Is Mine. She did a really good job. Charlemagne was not there. So if you don't like Charlemagne was absent and just chimed in a little bit. But Mrs. Jones and DJ Envy worked together at the Philly station, Hot 97. And Envy was crying. Let me tell y'all, Envy was crying because after Mrs. Jones came there, helped them built the relationships. She went back to sure they're killing me. No, it's not Hot 97. Y'all supposed to be correcting me. She went back to the New York radio station because again they were firing But Wow and Star, and they needed her to come back to help them get them sponsorships and them cha-ching back. Oh, it was Hot 97. So she worked with Envy at Power 99, and she went back to Hot 97. Envy was in his feelings. He felt some type of way, so they did not talk for years because they felt like she should have stayed there with them. People be in their feelings. But they had a little cry moment. It sounded like everybody was crying. I could hear sniffling. Envy was really choked up. But y'all could go check it out. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Envy sucks. But Lauren was leading the interview. And if y'all like Lauren's style, y'all would like that. I didn't know about the unaliving. Wendy claimed that she didn't believe the woman about Kevin. True. Agreed. I can't stand him or Charlemagne. Charlemagne was not there. Charlemagne was not there. Child, did I miss him? Thank you, Miss 215. Because if you know me, I will mix up some shit in a minute. Thank you for correcting me. I listened to Wendy in high school when she went to Philly. I was in college out there, so I listened to her there. Okay. Then when she went back to New York, I graduated and went back in New York listening to her on WBLS. Thank you, Mrs. 215B, because true, Lady T-Bug, even when I write my notes, I get it wrong. So Miss Jones was fired from Power 99. She did an interview with Wendy the same day and told the whole story. Envy always got an attitude with someone. He was crying today. He was soft today. I will tell you that. Over something minor, he gives us only children bad rep. Big. Yeah, I get it. But they do have a redemption story, her and Envy. Y'all go over there and listen to it. I'm telling y'all, but y'all know I'll take one for the team, so y'all may not want to take my word for it. It was a really good interview. Enjoy. Envy has loyalty to his kids only, and then he expects people to be loyal to him. He also gives us light-skinned people a bad look. Oh my God, sure. Yeah, Envy. I think it's tolerable. I do. It maybe 30 minutes. It may be a 30-minute interview. I don't know. I think you could tolerate it, Vicky, please. Take one for the team, Vic. So that's it for our porch talk. We're about to get into Big Nesto, baby. He ain't been over here in a week, 7 whole days and 7 whole nights. Envy isn't loyal to his wife now. Envy was over there with Erica Mena, getting it on and popping. It was getting on and popping, baby. Oh, do y'all have anything that y'all want to add about Tyler Perry? We know we dropped that bombshell on yesterday. Everybody's been talking about it. It's still trending. Okay. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Or when I drop the link, you could come up if you like to. You can talk on anything that we've spoken about. I don't mind, but I did want to bring back up Tyler Perry. It was a good interview, y'all. I promise. And Lauren, to me, was leading the interview, and she did a really good job. And just she was charming in here and there, but Envy, because they do have a personal relationship, he knew a lot of the behind the scenes things that was going on with Mrs. Jones. So he was giving his perspective from, his standpoint. And of course, Charlamagne the God was not there. The booty snatcher. Not a word from Nesto. That's what I was talking about. Sure, my music lovers be ready to back me up. Sure. Let's get Big Nesto up here on this screen, honey. We're taking it back to lawyer. Why you bugging? Why you bugging these lawyers, Nesto, when you ain't got a dime, a penny? And they say they don't take assets or collateral. I like Lauren addition to the show. Okay, Vic. Let me get that article down. I appreciate y'all. Let me act a fool up here.
41.
We ain't ready for that. I gotta get her out the way. Okay. Hey, everybody, if I didn't speak to you in the chat, it's just because I'm up here running my mouth and looking at my notes and trying to handle the behind-the-scenes things over here in StreamYard. But okay, this Nesto trying to get a new lawyer. Oh, if we have time, I'll run back to Krell 1, 2. Nesto say, listen, Lunda, get me a lawyer.
$41.59. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Good afternoon.
Existing the former driver's license number and
yeah, that's why I called him and he didn't answer the phone. Hang up with me and call Juwan and ask him.
She on double duty, y'all, at the switchboard.
If he even got.
That's why I got 2 people up here, baby. She got Nesto over here, and then she over here talking to somebody in the office or wherever the hell she at. It's like, ma'am, why do you answer the calls if you cannot block out everything going around with you and have a one-on-one conversation with this man? I get that you're paying for the phone call, so it's your money. You do as you please, but I think it's rude.
See what he got for ID. Tell him to take a picture of it.
Hell, Ari.
And email and text it to you.
Baby, she on double duty,
Whatever
baby.
it's blank, call him and ask him for it. Because I don't have it. If it's blank. And it's some.
You look like just did. You want me to write it?
You can still write it down. That's fine. It's the
And he sits right there. Hold on.
I'm
I
not going to
hang
read you the
up.
form, but it's over here with me, so don't worry about it. Just write it in.
I'm like, shit, if I want to listen to somebody talk, I'll go out there in the yard and listen to these ninjas lie. Okay? I mean, I need your undivided attention. I'm calling on Global Link. Time is of the essence. Time is money. This is rude.
And it's fine.
Yeah, and this is already notarized. It's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Just write it in. That's fine. It's your phone number.
And then how you doing business with him
And
on
then
the
call me back.
call?
Because after you do that, just call me back. Get that information from him and then call me back because I got
over to the front.
You got to finalize that and walk that down, and then I need you to, before you leave to go do that, it's almost 2 o'clock. You after 4 o'clock today?
You said he got number time. He can listen to the bird.
3:30.
We're gonna walk that. We'll walk that tomorrow.
It's all about me though, B. Williams.
Today, because I need you to scan it back to me, and then I'm all right. So we'll do that. So
I'm gonna call him right now, and I'm gonna call you.
Get that from him, and then I'm gonna get this on this end done, and then I'm gonna email it to you, and then you're gonna scan it back to me, so I can file it. I just gotta get a couple things from the client. All right.
All right. Got it.
Thanks. Bye. Hello.
Yes. Sound like you're at
You
home.
say yes.
I'm at home.
You go to work today?
She working now.
I mean,
on the people clock.
I went to that job. I sat there. It looked like something I gotta think, and I kind of don't want to do that. I don't want a job that I gotta think about. But at the same time, I feel like it.
Right. She said Shirley should walk out there and get hit by a damn bus. As long as she hit 0 and put some money on Global Link to talk to this ninja. But she can't do the same. I get you. She taking legal business. She talking legal business on a recorded line. She doesn't want to think.
And training was in Reno, so I'd have to go to Reno for a week.
Reno what? She talking about Reno near you, Vic to the Vale?
Ish. Yeah. That's okay. Started off at a bad morning. He missed his court hearing this morning, and then he got on his feelings, was trying somehow to see if he could pin it on me. And I was like, you can't pin that shit on me because I talked to you about this hearing last week, and I sent you the link last week, and it's on the calendar. It's been on the calendar for 3 weeks. So, you got to be more responsible and look at your calendar, because the judge was looking for him this morning and everything, and they was calling me, and I'm like, I'm calling him, and he's not even answering the phone.
Okay.
How are you?
And you had a rough morning, ain't you?
Man, I need some wine.
Okay.
Real bad.
I need some wine.
Okay.
Why you trying to do?
Right, because at the end of the day, I get what she's saying. You keep his calendar updated. And of course, if you are executive assistant, administrative assistant, secretary, girl, whatever you want to call it, right? If you are an assistant to someone that has a lot going on, like we know lawyers do, right? Lawyers are pulled in many, many directions, That's a career that you definitely have to be organized in. But as his assistant, if you know that's something that your boss struggles with, you may have to go the extra mile and send them a text message or call them and give them a heads up, run down their schedule with them. But she too busy over here on Nesto dick to do so, right? Trying to answer these damn jail calls every 5 minutes. And she can't even run her business, which is her job, which is how she earned her coins.
You got some bad news for me. What's going on?
No, I didn't say that. No, I ain't got that. I got some information though.
What's some information? Can you talk about the information?
Yeah. I got. Whenever you get your mind clear.
Now she's drinking wine.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I found a lady.
Thank you, for being a member here on the Front Porch for 7 months. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, as always.
I found her information, that lady. I got an email You might already have it. The supervisor or co-defender. I got all the co-defender numbers, and I have a new lawyer that I got from another guy.
You know, Nesto think anybody working a 9-to-5, a legal job, baby, they down bad. So it's rough out here to be working and earning an honest living. So that's the translation for Nesto when it comes to you had a rough morning.
I mean, he comes see me all the time. He take calls. And
He does just for the sex crime cases.
Yeah, but he don't. I didn't ask about that.
Well, why didn't you ask, sir?
Right. Well, okay, because you don't want to put it out there. I got you.
Yeah.
No, you may not want to put it out there for the inmate, your cell block debunking. Of course, you may not want them to know what your charges are. But before you ask someone else to contact this lawyer or try to, talk about this lawyer to someone else, you may want to get the background, because this could be pointless if he's like Crail and he don't take on these type of charges.
So I got the card number and everything, and the dude said he had traffic charge and everything, and dude walked around in court and to get him all this.
Baby, we about to get into that, B.
What's his name? The attorney.
Get no showing out in this chat.
OVO.
You know that man can't spell.
Right.
And can't read and can't write.
He said it's what? What's the name?
It's OV.
Mm-hmm.
ERTOE.
Mm-hmm.
Overton.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Other name is THIVTHIERRY Jr.
Theory.
Yes. Telephone number is 404.
Top secret, baby. Top secret.
Email is Overton.
Mm-hmm.
Overton at it look like October.
Oh Lord.
OCT.
Not October.
You can't read what you wrote.
No. Yeah, I can, but I'm trying to spell his fucking right.
How do you not know at your big grown age if you can write?
Yeah.
Who are you blind? Hold on.
His email is Overton at it's a capital O, CT, juniorlaw.com. He's in his early 50s. So he answers the phone free and everything.
He can't read or write.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
But you gotta pay him.
No,
Okay, let's talk about this moolah.
He was working for Fulton County. You know, he had a contract for that. He's a conflict lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I got to figure out how I'm going to raise the money for that.
He does criminal.
He contradicted himself, because here's the thing. You just said that, I don't need any money. He has a contract with Fulton County where, he can provide legal services for inmates, okay, over there in the Fulton County jail, which we know that he is, property of Fulton County, but housed in Cobb. Then in the next breath, you're saying, I'm going to need some money. Do you need the money, or is the man free 99?
Defense, personal injury, estate planning, criminal defense. Let's see if he does what you need him to do. Domestic
violence.
Should
have did this.
Oh, that's my man.
Yep, he does it.
White man. White boy got me. He gave me this.
Yeah, black bag. It's a black dude, I think.
He black.
Here she goes, not listening. Okay. He's saying the inmate in Cobb County Jail is the one who gave him this information, and he is a clear person. He's not saying that Overton is a clear person. They're talking about two different things. That's why she need to focus and cut out all the outside noise. They be having two separate conversations all the damn time. She know he have not looked this man up. He has not done any research. He only has the name and the number and the email address. That's the furthest he's done, okay? He has not done any other research on his own. But he is talking about the inmate is a clear person that gave him this information.
No, I didn't ask.
A 14 plus
He
1.
look like a brother.
Okay.
On the picture he did.
Baby, baby boss baby.
Awesome. Hold on. Especially with Overton as the name. You know, Overton is a black man name.
I didn't know.
Overton, yeah, that's a black dude with glass.
And he's so slow, he don't even want to clarify. No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the person that gave me the information.
And a tie. Second generation attorney, Georgia and Louisiana, Overton C.
Right.
Steely Jr. Atlanta.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's so excited.
19 years experience.
All right.
Look
Call
at
him
Overton
up
over
when
here
you get a
working.
chance.
All right, call him over.
Good. And I can
They
get
both
him
slow.
to go
See?
get my shit.
Like I keep saying, she is stupid. And is.
You want to use your mom money and pay him?
Yeah, all that. Oh, no. I'm talking about my other shit that they took.
Hold on, I missed that.
Use your mom money and pay him? Especially with Overton as the name.
Bond money.
Overton is a black man name.
You talking about free at last bond money?
I didn't know.
Overton, yeah, that's a black dude with glasses and a tie. Second generation attorney, Georgia and Louisiana, Overton C.
Right.
Steely Jr. Atlanta.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. 19 years experience.
All right. Call him up when you get a chance.
All right, call him over.
Good.
He's always trying to give somebody a damn assignment or something to do. You call him. You the one sitting up in there with nothing but time and opportunity going on. You see this lady on her job trying to multitask. You call him. You the one know your case and know what you need, okay? Why can't you call him? But he love to give somebody something to damn do.
And I can get him to go get my shit.
Uh-huh. You want to use your mom money and pay him?
Yeah, all that.
No.
No. I'm talking about my other shit that they took from me.
What bond money do he have? Did somebody put up some bond money for him? I'm confused because we know at this point Shirley is gone. She said you gonna put up your bond money to pay for him? She ain't offer a damn dime. And I'm still trying to figure out where he gets some bond money from.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's trying to put up his assets that he don't have in his possession.
Get my shit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll go back.
You know, Overton is a black man name.
Trying to go back.
Overton, yeah, that's a black dude with glasses and a tie. Second generation attorney, Georgia and Louisiana, Overton C. Steely Jr. Atlanta.
Oh, I mean, I went back too far. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, champions.
19 years experience.
All
Right.
Call him up when you get a chance.
Here we go.
All right, call him over.
Good. And I can get him to go get my shit.
Uh-huh. You want to use your mom money and pay him?
Yeah, all that. Oh,
Hey, boys, Nana.
I'm talking about my other shit that they took from me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I seen this dude do that with his attorney before in here.
Mm-hmm.
But he been sitting in this motherfucker for a minute too now. But he got other shit going on. But
And you do too.
But anyway, call him. I need you to talk to him.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you do it?
I'm just getting fucking railroaded like a motherfucker. And he will come see me. But I got to figure out how. And he can take the case. He can request the case. You got to figure out how. You got to see how you can talk to him to get him to orchestrate you to talk to the supervisor over Fulton. You understand that?
So you trying to talk to the sheriff? What's the sheriff name, y'all?
What do you need me to do? You need me to talk to him about, okay,
Girl,
turning property.
she don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Turning property, and I need to talk to him about this case, and I need you to talk to him. He
Excuse
gets
me,
on
y'all.
this case,
Sorry to
or if he
sneeze.
said it got to be requested, or he can request the case.
Can he be appointed through the indigent program?
Yeah. Through this and through this person right here, the
Pat.
supervisor of that.
His name is
I
Pat.
give her name too.
Yes, thank
got
you.
a bad
Hey,
handwriting.
Pen Pal. Hey, Ebony.
Who that been
Hey,
right? You?
White boy.
Or the one who wrote it out?
Yeah.
Hey, Jay Blake. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to sneeze. Hey, Leo lady.
Yeah.
No problem.
I'm gonna start from there right there and go from there. I gotta figure out how to get that.
Oh, my Shirley
I gotta
truck.
figure out if he come see me.
He's talking about Shirley's truck. You know, the one that Officer Fields that white devil took from them. He's trying to get that property back so he can put it up as collateral, right? Because he don't have no currency. They are very delusional. I bet the other guy doesn't have a Ricola, period. Ebony said, I'm in the bushes working. You under no. you under no. And I'm trying to say it. Thank you, Pen Pal. Yes. Sheriff Pat Labat. Thank you. Thank you, big sis. Nesto sounds slow. Hey, Jalen. You've been cutting up with me all day. You're just thinking about that slow as F. No matter. Big sis say hey to everybody in the chat. Yeah, Gail. Yeah. B. Williams, Gail's truck. He doesn't realize that their attorney does not have to take this case if he don't want to. That part, Big. Heard how he sounds. He really dry begging her to help him. This is his begging voice. Oh. B. Williams, they say, sis, he can only sound like what he truly is. And that ninja slow. No, it isn't. It's a different call. Okay. Thank y'all so much for helping me answer questions in the chat. Let's go.
Without charging me to come see me, then he gonna trust me. He gonna want this here. Once you
Why? Why he gonna want that, baby? Who you? Who is you? Nesto say, baby, I'm the hardest inmate around. Ain't nobody messing with me. Sorry, Weezy F, baby. I had to take that from you. Nesto say, I'm the hottest inmate around. He gonna when he hear my name, Big Nesto. He definitely gonna want this case. Everybody, all the lawyers in ATL trying to jump on Nesto case.
that shit down and everything. Yeah, he gonna want cause this here. Yeah.
Publicity.
The audacity.
Yeah, everything. I can get him on both cases, this and the other one.
We need him on that other one.
Yeah, I need him. No, I need him on both of them. I need him on both of them, cause I need somebody to go get my shit, and I can get some money to find. I got my name on it, my company phone, but I got to get the tracking of the number. I don't remember all the numbers.
We need all your phone numbers.
Yeah.
You know what phone company you were with?
Yeah, Metro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I remember that. Yeah, but I remember when the company names, I had the phone numbers in, and I changed them, and I know a year when I changed them.
I think they can pull it up by your name, though. Maybe, I don't know.
So you had to ask somebody that do they know that. Can you do that today? Did you write all that down? Because you know you forget shit.
Can't answer?
I'm like B. Williams. It's the audacity for me. You call me, and then you trying to put me to work, and then you gonna check me by asking me, do I have everything that you said written down? And I need to run it back. Do you want her to run it back to make sure she got, all her T's crossed and all her I's dotted? I'll tell you, if you don't kiss my ass.
You send him a text.
passport? He needs the passport.
I need his passport then.
Now she back to working. Baby, did she
Well,
work
I
at
don't
the
need it on
call
that
center?
stuff. Well, I do.
Is she at a call center? Child, I don't hear no greeting. I don't hear no, hey, thanks for calling. Sour Lemon 304 Services. How may I help you? Why the hell this lady started talking in the background?
No worries. We ain't gonna do that till tomorrow anyway.
Did she have this lady on hold? Did she put the lady on hold?
I don't know. I got to call the client about his ledger. He sent me a copy of his ledger, and I can't understand why he evicted somebody
Yes,
to
baby.
get paid
It's
rent.
the chicken
on
head
the
to-do
first.
list.
So let me get that, and we're going to set that off, and it used to be done in an hour. Here you go.
I agree with you and Vicky about the Metro
Put his phone
PCS
number
girls.
on that form.
Yes, baby. Sour
And that
Lemon
was all that goes to the
304
prosecutor's office. What you're going to end up doing is clip it together, photocopy the packet, clip it together, and you're going to bring both files down there just in case they need something else in the other file.
Yes. I'm on the phone with her right now.
What do you need?
He's asking us stay in contact issues. Now he got a client in there.
Yeah, we're gonna try this eviction. And then text Juwan and tell Juwan I need a copy. If you gotta take a picture of it, because you can email it to yourself and print it. Can I take a picture of his ID and send it to you?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be Florida. Does he have a state ID or government?
I'm asking for a Florida driver's license.
That's because we're in Florida. It doesn't have to be Florida. It doesn't have to be Florida. That's just a Florida paperwork. That's why I'm saying Florida. But no, he doesn't have to have Florida. As long as it's yeah, he's from New York. So just tell him I need a copy of his passport. Copy of his passport. And let me do this thingy. And then I'm going to call you back when it's do Exhibit A and Exhibit B for me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to email you the...
Girl, who do y'all think this a real customer that she talking to, or this was a part of her scam? That's don't think she working for somebody. I cannot with this lady. How you having two conversations, taking orders, giving out orders, working? I don't understand what's going on here.
Exhibit, and then I'm going to send over when I get this one paragraph together, because I did it last night. I only had to do two things to the complaint, and then I'm going to send it to you, and then you're going to do complaint, Exhibit A, and then B, and then the Exhibit A is the 3-day notice, and Exhibit B is going to be the lease.
All the files we're working on, and she says, I'm like, he missed a hearing this morning.
Yeah, he missed a hearing. He missed a hearing. He was on his calendar, and I gave him the link last week, and we even sat down and talked about the case last week, and that there was a hearing on Tuesday, because he knew about it. He don't have a good memory.
So he keeps asking.
So what you're gonna do the night before? I'll do that. I'm doing that. I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna be working most of the day, so don't worry about that. I'll do that. I'll have that done today for him. So let me get this.
I'm not believing
out
this
because Michael is a pain.
Child, I don't know what the hell going on here. Sure, Nesto done already got a charge for dealing with fake lawyers. You better hang up, Nesto. It's interesting that Cynthia never thought to ask Nesto why he didn't use one of his businesses as collateral. As a businessman, he should have had some type of assets he could tap into. Well, Shan said that he was renting everything from Rent-A-Center. Back to Jennifer. Sis, a free biatch can't check me. I'll be damned if a ninja in jail would. She's been pretending to do things for a very long time. That's facts. That's facts. Not old Miami, baby. Put her in old Ohio, okay? Because we don't claim her down here in Florida. Trying to sound professional. They say she's scamming. That's her sister. She role playing. That's Katie, not the grandbaby. Scammers United. Rude. Talking to a customer and a jailbird at the same time. Bring out the champagne glasses. Hey, Glorious. How this legal office have a felon working for them? She a crook around people's information and talking about helping somebody with eviction. Baby, she should have just asked Nesto. He the damn king of evictions. Nesto had to be desperate to hang on to this call. She talking like this is the show off the Nesto, baby. We're not impressed over here on the front porch, pretending to be talking to someone. It's her money being wasted. I work in the lit support. Baby, this is foolishness. That's someone she know on the other line. Okay. How does she have people talking to her about business on a recorded line with a scammer on the other line? Oh, slow your Kardashian. Oh my gosh. Sure don't we no, yeah, we sure don't want her down here in Florida. No. We sure don't. A copy of your passport. What the hell? I'm with you. I don't believe this. They say we're saying this is a skit. Y'all don't want her in Ohio. Well, that's what on her birth certificate. Hey, the black cat. Okay, this is her sister Vet. Fake conversation. Yeah, Vet, the bestie. Yes, Ohio. I'm beginning to believe this too at Chick-fil-A, gal. They say exactly. Hey, Georgia Peach. I was talking about you earlier. She said, okay, this fake firm Hex. Baby, this is the pole Nesto. Y'all think he over there huffing and puffing about the blow the goddamn house down like the big bad wolf?
Yeah, so give me like 20 minutes and I'll send it to you.
Oh.
Bye.
You still gonna be on the phone with Nesto?
Yeah.
So he like, yeah.
I know you're busy. Listen, I know you're busy.
But
I'll call you back if I need to later on.
I know you busy, but I need you to call that attorney. So just run back everything I told you prior to you putting me on hold for 10 minutes to talk about a fake eviction.
Please call that man and
I'm at Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Girl, stop.
All right, me and you got to talk.
Huh?
Me and you got to talk.
About what? Do you have that money?
Listen now. It must be
No.
something.
It is.
Okay. What it is then, because you laugh my mind. I'm listening.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'll talk about it later today.
No,
it's not important. It's not that important. It's not that important.
If it's something you need to get out of your mind, it's important to me, so come on.
No, let me do this. I don't know. We'll talk. We'll talk after I finish with this eviction. Once I get this eviction, just call me back at 4. At 4 o'clock.
What time?
We'll chat it up.
What time you can call this man?
Hold on. I'll call now.
Now he about to explode. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh yeah, she calling me. She calling.
Right?
No,
How are you? How are you, hon? This is Sonia. I'm calling because I have a new client inquiry. A person person that's locked up.
Okay, see here we starting off all wrong. She did call. She's on the phone with Mr. Overton, right? Theory, that is. But first of all, you didn't tell Nesto that you were calling. To me, this is supposed to be a business call. We professional. We got our facts. We got our script. Like, hello, my name is Sonya. I'm calling in reference to my boyfriend that's currently locked up in Fulton County, but housed over at Cobb County. He has 40 charges and counting, and he's looking for an attorney that handles SEX crimes. Is that something that you would be interested in? This is Sonia. Bitch, we don't care. It's about Nesto. And I'm calling about a client. Let's run that back. Because y'all probably didn't hear all that. You know. Y'all know I gotta be extra with it. I'm gonna put myself on mute.
I'm calling Overton Theory Jr. Am I pronouncing that last name right?
No,
How are you? How are you, hon? This is Sonya. I'm calling because I have a new client inquiry. A person that's locked up in.
I have a new client inquiry. What the hell? What does that even mean? Can somebody translate down there in the chat? Dick to the bell. Help a sister out.
Cobb County for this number, and I guess.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
That's my damn phone. I hate the Apple
That
phone.
was mine.
Not her FaceTiming the man, girl. Do you have your good wig on? Do you have your good ponytail on? Do you got them edges slicked back?
I hate that. Every time I touch the screen, it just goes like the FaceTime. So, anywho, it's a case. It's a quite difficult case, but right now, it's a.
She's giving him the rundown of the charges. Y'all know what they are at this point. It's top secret, baby. G classified.
Okay.
Completely innocent for real. Not saying it and not, it not being true.
She could barely give him the charges. Of course, we know what the charges is. I'm trying not to, get hit by YouTube. Y'all know they're sensitive when it comes to certain language. But she didn't even read the charges correctly to him. Okay. And now she's going on to talk about his innocence. First of all, you need to give him the meat and potatoes of what you're calling for. All this other bullshit that you putting in for fluff, it doesn't matter. He's an attorney. He gonna take the case. If the money right, they don't care if the person is guilty or innocent. Okay, that they don't. If you got the money and it's within their will, then they're gonna take the case. But that's not even information that he need. Okay, here we go. This help ass hoe.
He would like you to come and see him, to come and then talk to you about it. But
she do not know how to handle business.
It's kind of a tricky situation because he has another case that he's in court with Fulton County. These are all Fulton County cases. And
stick to the case that you're calling him about. Don't talk about nothing else because he ain't handling that. He already got an attorney for that. Stick to the script.
It's like every month.
And why the hell is Nesto quiet as a church mouse? Like, this your life. At the end of the day, you can't speak up and talk for yourself. Shit, I forgot he was on the phone.
To come up with a new charge, with him. So how do you do that when you go to your clients or potential clients?
Okay, so the case that I'm okay. What's his name?
Ernest Williams.
Didn't even give him his name.
Ernest
Too busy
Williams.
talking about herself. This is Sonya. I have a new client inquiry, and he innocent. We already gave our spiel of how we felt a business call should go. You get to the point. You give them all the important factors, and then you let them, give you feedback. Business 101.
So you said you have the case, and what capacity do you have?
No, I don't have the case. I'm just.
She done confused the man. He thinking she a lawyer calling, trying to get him some business. He said, okay, so you on the case? Miss Help Asshole. Miss Sour Lemon 304. Are you on the case? Is this your client? Because we know this ain't your man.
A friend of the person. So another attorney had.
I'm a friend that's trying to help Nesto, Ernest, Lovett, Williams, and all his damn aliases out. She keeps saying, I'm a friend of the person. Is it about Nesto or you?
Has his other cases, which is Crail Lewis. Are you familiar with him?
Yes, I am.
Child, while she on here talking damn Overton over there texting Crail. What's the T with Ernest Williams? I got this help ass bald headed scallywag on the phone talking about she calling about a client inquiry. Give me the T real quick. Like, what the hell going on with this Ernest Williams? Tell me, give me the short version, homie. And you want to hang out tonight for drinks?
Okay, so he's doing his conspiracy, death by deception, all the cases that are along that line.
Why are we talking about cases that they're not relevant to what you're trying to hire him for? That's all I'm saying. I'm going to stopping this so we can get through it.
It's like a total of, I want to say, 16 charges at this point.
And counting.
But Crail can't handle these cases because Crail doesn't do sexual. Yeah, exactly.
So
is Nesto breathing?
He's in Cobb County?
He's in Cobb County.
But.
Okay. And so the charge is all Cobb County cases?
No, they are all Fulton County. But, Fulton is overpopulated. So they send people elsewhere. So this is a Fulton County.
So he's being housed in Cobb from the Fulton County case.
Correct.
You should have said that in the first minute of the phone call. Shit, he ought to charge her ass $250 for just having to listen to her ass on this phone call.
Charged yet?
It's in the complaint room only. And these cases just hit Thursday. And then the child pornography they charged him with. He's been in jail for a year.
Okay, almost.
The child pornography was January on a company computer. And then there was a picture or a video on a company computer.
What company?
That he used.
What company? You don't even know. Sure, because the last time I checked, another song reference, okay? The last time I checked, he ain't have no damn company or no damn employees.
And then the other cases, one of the cases, he doesn't even think he can count what they're accusing. He thinks he was living in California at the time. But again, it's just a lot.
Okay.
What you mean it's a lot? You ain't no damn attorney.
All right. Well, his name is, how you spell his first name?
E-A-R. Correct. But they do have it misspelled.
Yes, out the bushes.
I can't remember which one has it misspelled. It's correctly spelled with an A. And the date of birth is 010965.
01.
January 9, 65. Because there's a lot of them down there.
Okay.
See, Dion, you should have been doing this because this ain't. How you got 35 years of criminal law experience, but don't even know how to articulate a legal conversation? This is when Nesto should have known that her ass was a fraud. And Nesto, blank 3 times, tap on the phone 3 times so we can know that you're still here. Because we forgot. Are you breathing?
Yeah, well, these charges are still in the complaint.
Does he have a preliminary hearing date yet?
Not yet. He just had a hearing yesterday because he was discharged on Friday. So.
Oh, I said what I said. In Morse code, can you tap out but we?
The bond hearing was yesterday. The first appearance was yesterday.
Okay. And so what type of representation would he like? Like a bond hearing to be held and representation for the case itself? Or the
See, this is what we've been talking about when y'all went back in time with me to help me build my timeline. This is all I've been saying. You can hire attorneys for separate things. This man asked it straight up. Okay, of course we had privy to, phone calls with the fly job, not the fly job, but the fly lawyer, okay, because I don't want Tom Joyner to get mad with me, or BC. But he's asking her, are you trying to obtain my services for bond purposes or to take his case? Okay, and all those attorneys that were paid for by Miss Shirley was for to get him bond, not to fight his actual cases. Let's back it up.
Not yet. He just had a hearing yesterday because he was discharged on Friday. So the bond hearing was yesterday. The first appearance was yesterday.
Okay. And so what type of representation would he like? Like a bond hearing to be held and representation for the case itself? Or the bond hearing?
He needs representation for the case. The bond, they had gave him no bond on all of the charges except for the misdemeanor charge. They gave him.
See, here she go, being a rookie, okay, with 35 years of experience. She should have said both. Because clearly, if he had a bond, you wouldn't be needed to obtain a lawyer for that, right? Because he's already has a bond, okay? And he could get out, right? With his bond money that she mentioned earlier in the call, because she said you're gonna use your bond money to pay for your attorney. And we know that ninja don't have no bond, right? At this time. She should have said both. Because that's been one of their biggest arguments, that he can't get bonds. He hadn't been indicted, so he don't need an attorney to fight his case just yet. But she don't know how to answer that. She don't know how to articulate that.
$50,000 bond on the misdemeanor charge.
Okay. And
he's
so
not
do you know what
those charges.
in regards to the sexual charges, what are they?
She don't know. He was trying so hard to get out before all of these charges came in. But we is an innocent motherfucker, man, sir. She don't want him free. She kept stumbling over these charges. She couldn't get them right. She was talking about stuff that didn't matter. Child, I wish I could have left that part in here, but I couldn't. It's top secret, y'all. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
And then the picture on that computer.
Now she talking about the CP. Okay, Overton over there typing. He typing. Quail, where you at? Overton typing. He on the calculator. It's gonna be about 100,000. You got it. Get y'all ass up over here to the computer where y'all hear that whistle.
And so
that may be the last one.
could go visit him.
Give us the tally.
Well, I could go visit him at Cobb County.
She don't know what that man talking about. She's talking about.
So I charge to go visit any potential client, and that will go towards any kind of retainer that may be had.
And what do you charge to go visit?
$250.
Okay.
Dion, you're gonna have to help.
And I could go see him today.
Okay.
So he was in so he had those charges with pending the Carol Lewis, and they popped up with the new things today, right?
Yeah.
You think Crowd gave him the tea real quick, like? So he was involved with Miss Erica K. Hughley. I seen them on the news. She his co-conspirator.
Yeah, they keep like what it is it's through Roswell that keeps doing all of this stuff. Like they got it out for him for whatever reason. And when he appeared in court last month, the prosecutor talking about 15 more charges coming. Like every time he goes to court, the prosecutors keep talking about more charges. And what they did was they confiscated about $250,000 worth of his property.
Really?
And because they were trying to say he had $1 million worth of victims out there. When they went to court, the prosecutor only produced $1,500 worth of victims. So he would like to try.
Now, we went through the 277-page documents. And, baby, we added up more than $1,500. Shit, he spent $1,500 over that goddamn Ford spot on Melody written down credit card number. Okay? If she don't stop capping, talking about Officer Fields was only able to produce $1,500 in theft by deception and theft by taking. So where the million at?
Try to get his property back.
Over to rolling his damn eyes.
Because all his property is free and clear. And he would have to, sell that to help.
His property is free and clear according to who? To you? Because them folks over there in Georgia say he ain't getting it back unless he get a not guilty verdict.
For his representation.
Explain this to me. When you say properties for victims, what was it? Cars and things like that?
Yes, vehicles. He took all his vehicles.
Rings.
On the basis of what?
Motorcycles.
They tried to say
trailers. Blood. Fake checks, leases, and a fake ass lawyer.
Well, because victims need to be paid back, but when they went to court and they interviewed the police officer, she could only come up with $1,500.
They're talking about the victims. Of course, y'all. Some of y'all believe that Shirley is a victim too, but they're talking about those vehicles, that RV, those that ring, Shirley's Bentley, the motorcycles, those properties.
Which was a check.
Now y'all know Overton over there fighting with himself. What's the $1 million question in my mind? And I'm gonna put it in y'all mind too. What y'all think he thinking? Because he done did a quick search. Crowd done answered him. He knows, about his dealings with Erica. So what else do he know from doing this quick search? I know he want to ask, ma'am, why are you calling me? Where's his wife? Where's Miss Shirley Strawberry on the Steve Harvey Morning Show? I bet you he was over there fighting with himself because he really want to know the answer to that. I know you want to know, Overton.
And then they kept talking, victims. They put it on the news, anybody been a victim of this person, called. They did this last October. Nobody called in, and then we ended up going to court, and again, nothing. And they threw in the sex stuff. So they couldn't find anything on a financial charge, so then they went straight to a sex crime and started charging.
He want to know? Hell. What?
So they kind of went away from the financial, but they still have his property.
Glover tell me go hang up on this damn call. Nesto. Morse code. Spell out butt week if you still here. We keep forgetting you on the call, man. Do they have a mute button over there?
Like I say, it's crazy because he, had no idea about the computer. He's not a computer person. He bought it used at a pawn shop, and it was in one of the vehicles that the security team uses. They don't tell him.
That man want to talk money, not charges or cases. Baby, he's certified in law. He got a degree. He know how to fight and argue and handle his business in the courtroom. He's not asking you for no damn breakdown of if he guilty or not and what had happened. That's what he gonna talk about with his client if he could pay him, right? We talking about money. We talking about that $250 just to go up there and sit across from him and talk to him, okay? And you still haven't answered the question, what services would you like to obtain? Okay, is it just for the bond and to fight his case, or just to fight his case? Child.
A date or anything or what exactly it is. But it was on a community computer, a used computer.
Hey, let's talk about it all.
Was found on his personal phone, his actual personal stuff. This was on a community computer. And then these other new charges, he was in California during one of the periods that they're trying to say he assaulted this person. He doesn't even know the person, so I got the name yesterday.
He ain't never even read the warrant.
Who the person is.
Often should say, I'm the damn defense attorney. Just show me the money. I can do this in my sleep.
Okay.
In his history, he has no violent history. He has no sexual history. The only crime in history that he has is like money crimes, but nothing violent, nothing sexual.
He had 3 wives at the same damn time.
Didn't go through. Nothing. Not an arrest, not a conviction, not a charge, not nothing.
Okay.
So.
Right.
Is it something that you feel that you can handle?
Yeah.
If the price is right, yes. Yes. If the price is right.
Done in quote unquote selling 7 deadly sins and those are crimes in which people can get life.
Mm-hmm.
Including sexual related crimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I just pulled this up and I see where they're talking about this the stealing of $1 billion from at least a dozen victims.
Yeah, you saw it.
From October of last year.
Right.
The thing about it is there's nothing else.
Overton doing his damn homework. While she over there talking and capping, he over there letting his fingers do the damn talking and the walking. He said, oh, I'm ready.
Nothing.
Whereas they say, oh, the officer like, these people come forward. But I didn't see any information regarding his sexual allegations. That was just regarding the fraud.
Right. Well, yeah.
Go ahead and so.
Global Tel League gonna spoil the damn day for Nesto.
They went and they would have confiscated computers and stuff, trying to get into finding out about evidence showing transactions being made.
You're right.
And they found
Oh, crap.
what you're saying, they found at least one picture.
You have 1 minute remaining.
How embarrassing. He over there quieter than a damn stripper in church. He over there quieter than a damn rat. Tiptoeing on cotton in Global Tally. You have 1 minute remaining.
They found one picture of a child.
He should have been like Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams.
And then they come up with and evidently they contacted the child and alleged these allegations.
Right.
So then we got to see whether they get the evidence. Because at this point, because they come forward with this child, there will probably be forensic interviews that have been done, etc.
He should have just hung up.
So we'll have to get a hold of those forensic.
When that lady came on there and said, you got 1 minute remaining, Nesto should have hung up. But he gonna hold on until old girl say, thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Interviews with probably the forensic interviews, and might have to get an expert witness to try to contradict whatever they're saying, that type of thing.
Right.
Nesto over there holding his breath in, B.
Right, they have to get investigations involved.
Mm-hmm.
So those are matters that I can hand.
Right.
I can give you my website.
I was already on it.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Why you didn't hang up, idiot? Hey, Latoy. They said Nesto ain't took a breath. He took his shirt off and put it over the receiver because we couldn't hear nothing from Nesto. Sonya, with your years of experience in the legal field, you should be defending your degenerate boyfriend by your damn self. Overton giving false hope, baby. Overton is over there playing with the people because he at that point he was just being nosy so he can have something to call Krell about, right? That's what it was given to me. Because when you want to talk about no money, no moolah, okay, no pesos, no cha-ching, shit, that car right there was $250 by itself. Hold on one. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that pause. Over to laughing at his ass, period. Chill. Well, I hope, no, I don't. That's a lie. We got one more. Then I'm going to drop the link. I would love to hear the conversation between Krell and Overton. Well, we can't hear that, unfortunately. But we can hear from Crowd, right?
All right, and you?
Everything going your way?
I woke up this morning.
Okay. Just see, can you call this lawyer for me right now? They're trying to trick you.
Huh?
I'm trying to get you to call this lawyer real fast so I can talk to him on freeway to get him down to see me right now. He brought me this bullshit yesterday. To me, it's a trick.
Y'all ain't gonna be able to talk long, can't that much money left. What's the number?
The number is 678.
Hold on. Yeah.
324-7883.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, I just want to tell him to come see me today. That's all.
Nah, what's the last 4 digits? 324.
7883. 7883.
Oh, crazy. Why you just didn't say crazy?
Yeah.
Hold on. Slow it, please.
He said,
Loud what?
Is that what he said?
He said, hold,
That's what it
please.
sounds like.
Okay. If I hang up, just tell him to come see me today.
Just stay on the phone.
Yeah, they're trying to trick me, man. I see it. When he brought me yesterday, he said it was over with, but it's not. That's a delay tactic.
What you mean?
That means he brought me a paper talking about I don't go to court Monday. I don't go to court Monday.
Yo, what's up, Mr. Williams?
Yeah, hey, how you doing? I need you to come see me today if you can, sir.
I'm sorry, say again?
I need for you to come see me today if you can, sir.
Okay, I don't know if I can get over there to see you today. I just saw you last night.
What the hell
Is there something urgent that's going on?
Yeah, because it's a trick that they saying that they dismissed that. They're lying. They're not doing that.
Ernest, I'll come see you tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Because I know they're not. I see it right now. Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry?
Because I see it. I read up on it. They're not. They're not giving me. They're not.
Okay, but Ernest, why are you doing that on this recorded phone? And why is that? I'll come see you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Creel.
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
How you doing?
I'm good, except all of his calls, as you know, end up on the meeting.
Yeah.
We listening right now, Creel.
I know it.
So why didn't you just call me? Why didn't you just call me? Why did you put his call on?
Hold on. Whoa, calm down for one.
Look, I'm going to hang up on you right now. I'll call you back without him on the phone.
I'm going to do that. I'm about to call you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Hey, bro. I'm about to light his ass up. I'll talk to you later.
I'm about to light his
ass up. I don't like that.
Let me tell you what the deal was. He come out here and brought his paper telling me that they dismissed my shit. They ain't dismissed that case. That's a postpone. So they can put that shit onto a RICO. So they're playing with me. The crackers playing with me, bro. That's what they're doing. He talking about, they dismissed. No, they did not. They're not dismissing. They're asking to move this shit out that courtroom.
Well, why the fuck is he so hostile, though? I don't give a damn about it.
He hostile because I'm catching him in this shit. No, they be making them big ass words. I come back and get
this him calling. Call me back in like 10 minutes.
All right.
Creel on his shit. Creel said, I'm going to call you back, Dion, and he did. So that's probably, when Overton called Creel, y'all think Creel was giving that, like, them motherfuckers. No, man, I'm trying to get the fuck out this case. I'm sick of him, his side bitch, and his son. I dropped the link. If you would like to come up and talk about anything we've discussed in the last 3 days, feel free. Feel free to come up. Dion said I'm gonna light his ass up like the 4th of July. Crowd said I ain't never scared. He hung that phone up and he called Dion off of the recorded line. Because Dion probably wasn't going to call Creel. He damn sure wasn't calling with that energy. Nesto, so, your own shit then. Get it other folks. Blown on. It ain't crackers. I cannot. The only color Cynthia and Nesto like is, they like orange. They like orange. It's a criminal. Nesto paranoid. Baby. You need to be. He said they putting that shit back. It's a trick. It's a trick. They talking about Rico. Creel say, listen, I want off the case. And he's still talking, even after his lawyer just advised him not to. Just slow. What can Creel do about anyway? Right, because at the end of the day, if they bring it back, they bring it back. You know, he can't stop him. Creel is the only one with some sense. Dion worried about the wrong stuff. Dion wants someone to placate his daddy. Right. Dion about to blow on him. Well, on the call after this, Dion told Nesto that Creel was right. Okay. That Creel explained everything to him. And he put Nesto in his place a little bit, but then, you know, he went back to gaslighting. Okay, don't you know I got to get out of here so I can run like the wind. Dion like his daddy, a liar, pretending to be all bad. Creel said, and I gotta go back. I missed some playing with my daughter, so that was the lawyer. Yes. The first lawyer was Overton Theory. The second one was Creel Lewis. I don't know what part you left off at. So I hope I've been worth the wait, y'all, because Nesto been put on the damn back burner, child. The burner back there that I barely use. The small one, because I like to use the big burners. Child. Let me minimize that. Let me get that from up here. Because, you know, Dion, you know, he, of course, that's his dad. He can feel how he want to feel about his dad, but he don't never have all the pieces. You only talking to your dad and his side hand. So you only get one side, you know, of the story. And we know it's 3 sides of the story. Nesto's side, Cynthia's side, and the damn truth. So he got a little bit of the truth when he spoke to Creel, you know, one-on-one without the interruption and distraction. So he did tell Nesto though on the next call after this, because we did that call, that he need to listen to Creel, and Creel was right. So he did give Creel his props. So he didn't blow on him. He did not blow on him. But again, like I said, what I said stated, what is Creel supposed to do? He fight the law. Okay, after you've been charged, he don't make the laws. And he definitely is not the judge or the jury or the prosecutors or any of those people. So you get what you get. Okay, y'all, we got our first panelist coming up. My big sis, I said what I said.
These ninjas lower than goddamn go darn molasses.
Tell them, sis.
What in the hell is wrong with these people? First, she's sitting up there acting like her ass doing an opening statement in court. Giving this man all this information. And the man, like you said, he was just letting his fingers do the walking and letting this rugrat do the talking. And, you know, he's just listening to the lies and the BS that she's trying to explain this case. And, you know, and then, you know, she all at the job discussing, this is the most ghetto shit I ever seen in my life. She all at the damn job, talking to customers, co-workers, and buckwheat all at the same damn time. Where they do that at? Where do they do this kind of shit at? And and then they get mad when we talk about them. They get mad when we talk about them, and they do the most stupidest crap that you can imagine. And the whole crew just slower than slow. They all slower than slow. They slower than a damn turtle when it comes to common sense. When it comes to damn common sense and business acumen, they don't have no type of knack for anything. And she's trying to get a consultation from a lawyer, and trying to break down. Who does that? Who breaks down a whole case from a lawyer at a consultation?
Right.
And then all he's trying to do.
Right. Get to the meat and potatoes and the nature of what you're calling.
Right. The man
locked up. Quick and painless as possible. Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
Buckwheat locked up. They won't let him out. Please, can you help? Shit, that's all you need to say. And he got 59,000 charges, and they just won't let him out. Can you help? And Mr. Overton, like, well, dollar signs all in his eyes, ears, and nose. And she ain't said nothing about what's your fee. They never talked about a fee. They never, she never gave him she really didn't give him a chance to say much at all. With her trying to break down a damn case. And then Buckwheat and his roommates in the background making noise and shit. But he was quiet as a church mouse. But everybody, his roommates was making all that noise. And so I know that man figured out, hey, she got this dude on the phone with me, making a third party call. So anybody that y'all come in contact with, y'all always incriminating everybody because you're doing a damn third party call. You can't do that in jail. That's they even tell you that when you set up an account for the jail and you doing those calls, they tell you a third party call is illegal. But she still she still want to continue to do this. And so I'm surprised that man didn't hang up on her. I'm surprised Mr. Overton didn't hang up and say, well,
I think he was just being nosy at that point. That's why I said, if he was contemplating asking her, like, what's your relationship? Where is his damn wife? Because I listened to Steve and her oral time. I think he was being nosy at that point. He knew it wasn't going anywhere after
just
that.
Obliging.
No money.
Yeah. And then she telling all the tea. And they just and he's an innocent man, and girl, everybody innocent when you come to the lawyer office. I don't care what you did, the lawyer say you innocent, because that's the job. Is the goal of a lawyer is to say that you innocent, no matter what you done, and to try to defend your case and try to find a bright spot in the darkest spots ever. Okay, they trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel. The light that's in the damn black hole of the whale. That's what they do. So you don't have to tell this man that this man is innocent. Everybody innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
Okay. Because that's what they do. They go by that law. That's their creed. That's what they go by. And they don't judge, even if they do judge in their mind. And they know half of them people that come in their office is probably guilty. But the job for them is to prove their innocence.
Right.
And so,
give them a fair trial, a fair chance. I mean, it's that. It's just, that's it. And the second $1 million question that she didn't ask him is if he is contracted over at Fulton, and if he could take his case, under that contract where he wouldn't have to pay out of pocket. She forgot all about to ask that. You made me remember that. The first $1 million question was about Shirley. The second one was, would you be able to take him under that contract?
And the third thing is, Buckwheat he's trying to run game on her. First, he said that the man was supposed to, represent somebody else in jail as pro bono. Mm-hmm. And then he said he looking for some money, so he stayed online while she was doing her job. And he was typing. Her ass typing and talking. He hotter than fish grease. And then it turned into chicken grease after that because I was getting tired of the waiting on her to finish up with that call. But he was at festivity level, and so by the time she gets off the phone and calls the lawyer, what make these fools feel like that these pro bono lawyers have a choice of what case that they represent when they're working for the state? Can you answer that question?
Yeah, I'm sure they probably have some type of rotation that, like you said, like, but that's what she should have asked him.
It's all a gamble.
Especially
it's like
when
a
he
raffle.
started talking about money.
It's a raffle. They don't get to pick and choose what damn case the state gives them. They pick whatever case is next. And what's up? And what are you gonna do? Go over there and tell this other lawyer tit for tat? I'm gonna trade like they trading zooms and whams in the jailhouse. I'm gonna trade Williams for Johnson. And when Johnson see when this other lawyer, when Overton see how many charges Mr. Williams have, who he think gonna trade him off?
I was already seeing it.
Sir, you got a complicated ass case. Okay? Like you said, they playing trick on me. They playing tricks. Yeah, they surely is tricking your ass because they drop these charges and then they add them back on. And because they probably didn't dot the I's and didn't cross the T's, or it may be something not typed up correctly, or they may not charge you correctly. But they're going to put these charges back on you. But at the end of the day, you got 39 charges. 39. And then you got 4 other charges they hadn't even charged you with at this time, plus them other charges that you had, the SA charges. And so your case is very complicated. The people that's assigned to your case don't even want to do your case, sir. The people that you paid to do your case, and you never paid a criminal lawyer, all you paid was bail bondsman lawyers. But if you had paid a criminal lawyer, he probably wouldn't have wanted to do this case because it's so complicated. And the magnitude of the charges, this is a lot of work. This is a lot of damn work to try to prove your innocence on all of these cases. And then you got a witness that's testifying against you. Who do you think want to take this up? And why you thinking your name and your wife's name is
rings bells or will motivate them.
Represent me like nigga.
He said he gonna want this case. All you gotta do is say my name.
Who he supposed to be though? Who he supposed to be?
He's Shirley Strawberry husband.
Okay, and she is what? Z-list star. It's not like it's Steve. This ain't Marjorie. This ain't Steve and Marjorie. This is Shirley and Buckwheat. Okay, y'all have a third. Y'all probably have a sixth of what they have. Okay, and whatever they have, more than likely it's legit. And y'all story is not legit. Your whole thing is a scam. You already said you don't even know if y'all married or not, because that was according to you on one of the calls with Dre. You don't even know if this is your wife or not, and we know it's not your wife because you got the bigamy charges, and so nothing adds up. And then you get your son on the phone, and he try to play like he the big bad wolf. I'm
a light his ass up.
Light his ass up. And y'all better hurry up on the phone. We ain't got that much money. Not Mr. $15,000 a month. You got $15,000 a month,
and wearing Balenciaga,
right? And you can't pay for a $3 call because y'all didn't even stay on the phone that long. So you can't pay for a $3 call for your daddy. Okay, don't none of this shit add up.
I don't blame him.
I ain't saying you blame him, but what I'm saying is,
you ain't pay child support. I ain't paying
me until I was 13. I was already out of diapers in the bottle and everything.
Therefore,
wait a minute. I was damn near on a job when you met me, and I understand all of that.
And when I got in trouble, I had to go to people outside of Atlanta to help me. Okay,
right.
So no, I'm not doing
it. Right. But why say? Hold on, Vic. But why say you got me? Why sign
That's what I was saying earlier.
Why sign up for that position? Why you keep telling this man he got you?
Because I got you is not your definition of I got you. It's I got you with what I want to do. Okay? Not what you may want me to do or what you would do. I got you with what I define I want to do. And money's not it.
Well, I rest my damn case.
Well, it's evident that Dion moves on his own time, on his own accord, whenever when he feels motivated to do so. Money motivates him. Nesto's not bringing anything to the table, and he only moved when Shirley. It seemed like when Shirley sent him a few dollars, and even then he moved slow. So he's motivated by his motivations are a whole nother animal. But what I was trying to say is like Nesto's needy behind. The man just said, "I just saw you last night. No, come back." This man is no longer getting paid. Like y'all have ran through that. Whatever you feel like, you pay for. You pay for a bond. He got you a bond. This man has already. You want him to come see you every dang on day. Every
Mhm.
single attorney, you want them to come. Now, Con, I need you to come see me today. I mean, how many times have we heard him demand from Sonia and from Dion or Lamont? No, he need to come see me today. You're not anybody. You're not anybody. And then the person who is somebody, she might not be the A-list somebody, but she is somebody. The person who is somebody is gone. And I do believe that attorney was reaching out to Krill or messaging him in whatever message system they have over there in Fulton County. He's like, "What's up with this Williams case?" And then he just did. All he had to do was do a 30-second Google. Oh, I see it right here. 12. He was on the news. Yeah, they put him on the news last year. But but he innocent though. Like she is so unprofessional when it comes down to conversing with people. Just look how she was talking to whomever she was speaking to about somebody's, what was that, eviction or so,
Hmm.
whatever that was
Yeah,
she
it
was
was an
talking.
Eviction.
eviction. You're right. It was an eviction.
She is unprofessional as hell. She said, "How you doing, hon? This Sonya." And then she tried to play it off, but I don't think that FaceTime was an accident. I believe she was trying to FaceTime him to like seduce him. And I think that's why Nesto sent her over there, because for some reason he thinks that she has the art of seduction down pat, because at the time she may have looked younger than what her legal age is. So it just, all
But
of it is,
everybody's not attracted to kids.
everybody not attracted to her. Like and it's not out of jealousy. You just ain't attracted to her. She might look good to you, but she don't look good to everybody. That man is like an established attorney. I know he gonna take this case. He could request my case. Now, true enough, from my understanding, before they get put on record, I think the attorneys they can discuss if they want to trade. They don't necessarily have to take this case, but they can be put on a rotation. They can go to like the public defender's office. I don't, because they don't work for the public defender. I think they may be
Hmm.
contracted.
No, they were contracted like Willie Earl. Hmm.
Yeah. So that man, what, I don't understand what would make him like want to. What does he? What, I'm still trying to
She
understand
didn't even
Nesto's
ask
brain.
about that, and that was a question that was very important because one, y'all don't have the money, and that is something that Nesto has expressed, that he wants to partake in. So why did you not ask that question?
Hmm.
He's
She don't.
expressed interest in that.
Because she
She
was
just
too busy running her damn mouth talking about stuff that was irrelevant. That's why she didn't ask that question.
Okay.
and she
And
was
she
Okay.
was doing too
flirting.
much at one time.
And she was flirting. Let's keep it real. She was flirting with that man.
Yeah, that's not flirting to me.
Well,
Mm.
her version of flirting is
But everybody
acting.
don't take coochie coupons for payment.
I
I'm
told
just
you that a
saying.
long time
Business is
ago.
business.
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah, I mean, not everybody is gonna take like that. Especially her kind of coupon no. We're not doing that over here. Like money talks too. You saw she started kind of like stuttering when she said, or she got quiet too when he
And
said
if
my.
I didn't want to leave the charges in there, y'all. She was stuttering reading those damn charges to
All
him.
right. Don't even know.
Because it did not take that long for her to tell him those charges, and she had to keep trying to tell him. But he like, well, what is the charges again?
You working the case? But then when he said $250, she was like,
Dion, you gonna
$250.
have to help.
Well, Dion just gonna have to
Beyonce,
help.
I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
I ain't giving it.
I
I
got
got it, but I ain't giving it.
I gotta do my t-shirt business and clear my warehouse. I ain't got it, player. I ain't got it.
Dion got it. Dion had it. I mean, I believe
Hmm.
that. I mean, I think they all had it. They just
Hmm.
like
Do y'all think
I
he
they.
know
low
I
key
wouldn't have it,
taunting
and
his
I would
daddy?
say no.
Do
I
y'all
wouldn't
think
do it.
low key taunting his daddy?
Well, he told him. They told him to stick to the plan and to be over there handling your business with your wife. You chose violence, Nesto. So you deal with her. You deal with her. And I'm sorry. If he was
Right.
not there for me as a child, I am not putting, I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care if I got $1,000,000. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yeah, because
You're
he
not
told.
going to guilt trip me by saying you're my dad. And just because you're my dad, I'm going to give you money at your disposal. No, I'm not doing that.
You're absolutely right. He did tell her to stay with Shirley and to stop talking on the phone because so it seems like since you didn't do nothing I told you to do and you got
Yeah,
yourself in
you
this
saw
position,
it.
Exactly.
You got
now
this,
you're
right?
gonna have to get
Daddy?
yourself out.
Yeah. That's what I see it as, because it's like you over there. I done told you. I cussed you out one good time, one real good
Right,
time. And
right.
I told you. Now it's just we talk once every 45 days, and it's like, how you doing, player? Hanging in there? All right. Here's the motivational word for the day. You taught me how to pass out flyers. That's about it. That's all. That's all he got. He told him straight up. I mean, your people, your wife is a sweet lady. Like, she don't deserve the stuff that she's going through and all that stuff. I know. I know. I mean, Nesto, he didn't care. He didn't listen to anybody. Like, not a Dre, not even Lamont,
Mhm.
old
Mhm.
funky fat back behind, was telling him, call your wife. Keep
Right.
in contact with her.
He
Don't
the
let.
one got off the railroad track, right? So you got this. You got this. You made her the coach. And another reason I wouldn't give him a damn dime is because I heard that shit that you said about me on them damn
Oh,
calls.
girl, see, that right there would just be. That would have been. I wouldn't have answered the. Well, I would have answered the phone with him one good time
Yeah, Vic.
and
Mm-hmm.
gave him that good cuss out, like not hold back on him, cause Dion, he backtracked on that call. I would have gave him the good cuss out, and it's like, you can call me, but every time you call, you gonna hear this good word that I got for you. Like, you keep doing what you're doing. All right, I got the word for you, and they're gonna be the words that you like to hear. And
Right.
I don't feel sorry for you. You know what you did to get up in there,
Right.
and then you can't blame nobody else but yourself. Dion was being nicer than I would be to my daddy. Like, you sitting up, I mean, y'all were holding court talking about, you let that woman talk all up underneath Dion's clothes about. He act
Mm-hmm.
like when Nesto said that sound like a girl wrote that. He was talking about something else. She's like, she took it as, I know, I told you. You
He
know,
saw. He saw.
he's soft, yeah. So I totally understand. I'm not disagreeing with y'all when it comes down to, I wouldn't help them either. I'm just saying they talk a good game about, I got you. I'm gonna help you. We're gonna look out for you. But I
Within my
mean,
means. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's probably within their means to help out or to even, like, give a little something for the attorney. But Nesto doesn't respect the attorneys either. So you getting what you got, like, because you effed over the attorneys, you effed over your wife. We see that you don't respect the attorneys and you lied to them and you're not really telling them the truth. Like, you should be talking to your attorneys instead of sending this little turkey neck over there to try to talk to the attorneys and piss them off. To the even your public defender, she's pissed off. I mean, when
Block.
you exactly.
Vicky, don't cuss out. Tell them folks to unblock me, Vicky.
Why am I blocked? I'm blocked. She does not like the truth. I'm gonna email them today. I'm gonna send you. Even when she was harassing Crail. Crail's like, it's best that we don't talk until after Mr. Williams' case is done. What is he? And then she still was trying to email him, and Nesto told her, "Don't stop. Just stop doing. No, no, no. Because you know why? I got to do it because it's gonna motivate him."
But I thought he was a murder poking
Gangster.
gangster. Why can't he talk to the lawyer himself? Why do your hand gotta talk to this man for you? Why you can't do this man to man? Why you gotta have her to intervene or to even talk for you? This is your case. R. Kelly, you
Actually forgot
fighting
he
for
was
your
on the
life.
phone. I forgot. I was
Right.
like, what?
Ain't you fighting for your life, Kelly? Ain't you fighting for your motherfucking life?
Oh
So if
my
you fight,
God, I
yeah, if you
can't.
fight, you fighting for your life. Hell, you should have got your ass on the phone and start talking. Say, so I need so and so, so and so, so and so.
Really
You
need
know,
your help, sir.
he can break right. He can break everything down to her, but he can't break nothing down to another man. It's like, like Boogie Down said, you need the organization of a woman. You need these women in this organization. They have to do everything for you because you're just, that man. You ain't got that mouthpiece, Buckwheat. That mouthpiece is gone.
That mouthpiece, he don't have that ferocious mouthpiece. That's gone.
Yeah, your mouthpiece. You ain't got no mouthpiece, Buckwheat.
Gotta go
When
on
it
mute, y'all.
when it come to a man, his mouthpiece shut all the way down.
You know why? Because he's a little itch bay. He punks out. He doesn't know how to articulate. All he can do is just he wants him to come see him. He thinks he can command the man to come see him, and then he'll just sit there like a mute and say, "Okay, yes, sir, I understand, sir. Yes, sir, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
talk all
And
that big bag. No, yeah, he need to come see me. He need to come see me.
he can come see me today, today.
So, no, they trying to twig me. They trying to twig me. It's
They
a twig.
tweaking me.
It's a
It's a
twig.
trick.
It's a twig. And
They said they dropped that shit.
yeah, and I know they playing a game. They playing a game with me, too. So please come see me. So please, Mr. Williams, I came. I just saw you last night. What is the damn issue?
They're trying to trick me. They took them charges, but they gonna bring them back. They're trying to hit me with a Rico.
I mean, but what was Krell supposed to do though? Like, really, what if Krell came and explained it to him that day? I'm pretty sure Krell had explained it to him the night before. Like, this is what's happening. Charges can still come back up. He probably just sat there doing the mannequin challenge. Okay, yes, sir. I understand, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for coming up here. Thank you. And then he gets to read in the paper a little bit, goes on the law library, thinks he understands, or he has another inmate read it to him. This what this mean, bruh. He's like, wait a minute. They tricking me. They gonna they gonna do that Rico shit on me?
If you don't go sit your chicken George ass down somewhere
Hey, Eve.
with that BS and learn how to read and write for your own self. At the end of the day, like, you've been in jail all this time. What the hell have you been doing with your time? Yeah, can you have learned how to read by now? Should you know all your case law by now?
It's OC like October.
It's like October. Yeah. She said Overton. Yeah. That's what it's called.
That's
That's
what it's called.
Yeah, it's like October. Yeah, it's October.
And
Like,
you know what's
you
funny?
been doing with your time? You just sitting around crying and what was being
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
do what it do, sir. At least learn some of the things that's on your bucket list, and that's how to read and write.
And you saw he tried to blame the other inmates. Oh, this white boy handwriting horrible. Like, no, you wrote that. I have seen how Nesto handwriting is. When he wrote that letter up about his eviction,
Right.
we will pay rent. It looked like hieroglyphics. That's what his handwriting looks like. So
He
you want
been in there long enough to get a damn GED. He should have taught himself how to read and write. He's been in there long enough to at least get a damn GED under his belt.
he could have done a correspondence course by now and got licensed in something. I mean, he could have become a paralegal by now. Finished the course that Sonya did not finish.
Right. Have Shirley file him down law. She should ask her to pay for the GED people so they can send them his coursework throughout through the jail system.
Right.
Exactly.
Learn how to read and write, and I'm sure them inmates in there could probably help him out and help him pass the test or whatever. But this is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Just sitting around wasting time doing nothing. He is not trying to help his case none whatsoever, and still trying to bypass the law, still trying to skirt the law, still trying to do stuff the wrong way. And when are you gonna wake up and smell the coffee, Buckwheat? When? I'm tired.
I told you when that gravel go down, it say guilty 15 years, baby. They gonna have to carry his ass out of there. Bring the smelling salt, baby, because he passing out like church.
They're gonna say the court does find that the fact finder has found Mr. Ernest Williams guilty. Court does sentence you to 15 years on bigamy, 10 years on bigamy, 15 years the RICO Act, 25 years under this, 35 years for that. He gonna sit there, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. He gonna pass all the way out.
Well,
I mean, seriously.
And his ass gonna drop. He gonna pass out on the ground as soon as they give him that 15 years. Y'all gonna say thump. His ass, he gonna say thump. It's gonna be like thump thump thump. His ass
That's
gonna
what
hit the
I
ground.
think.
Yeah, he gonna pass out. He really is. I hope they have a stretcher for him because he's gonna pass the hell out when they give him this sentence because he think he done did his time. He think because he been in there 5 minutes, that's enough time for his, like a kid. Go put your nose in the corner. Do you know how to act now? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I know how to act. I can act now because that's what I used to tell my mama. Mama, can I come out the room? I can act now. So that's what Buckwheat is saying. I can act now. So y'all just let me out. No, sir, it don't work that way.
No, when they
that way at all.
When the person when usually I've from the most part from what I've seen people, he's never been a problem, but people who have been for what is it, violent charges or whatever, if they find them guilty, they usually have the bailiff standing by just in case they act out.
They
But I
got
don't
the salt, Vic. They got the bring
they ain't got no smelling salt. They're gonna slap the hell out of him. Mr. Williams, bop! Mr. Williams, bop! Mr. Williams, bop! You woke? Okay.
Then dash a bottle of water
with the pen.
And then if you don't wake up, they're gonna dash a bottle of water in his face. Wake your ass up.
They're gonna slap the hell out of him. Get Mr. Williams, you up? Okay.
You gonna think he on the damn Breakfast Club. Wake that ass up.
He gonna be in the holding cell in the back by the time he wake up. Am I freeze? No.
Yeah. You going to your next final destination.
Put these hog ties on. Get your ass on this bus and let's get on down the road.
I'm not freeze, huh? Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
Tell them folks.
Position.
That part. Assume the position, sir.
Tell my people, my kids, I love them. Tell them, remember the time when I brought them all together and took them to the Burger King and they split a Happy Meal.
Told you.
Since you was talking shit. Since you was talking shit on that phone, that's the reason why we dropped them charges and add them back on. So now you don't even get that much time served. Okay? So we're gonna take some of them minutes off too. We're gonna give you 5 minutes for the time that you've been in there, and you're gonna do the rest of these 25 years.
And he can't do math, so he gonna be on top.
They trying to ramrod me. They trying to railroad me. I don't know what it's called, but they trying to do something to me.
They trying to.
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm an innocent motherfucking man. I'm not stupid.
I'm not no dummy. I may have been a dummy. I may have been a dummy last night, but I'm not a dummy today.
I know exactly what they're trying to do. I know exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to ramrod me. They're trying to ride round me.
They're trying to roll rail me. They're trying to roll rail. They're trying to roll rail me.
Yeah, they're trying to roll rail me.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So,
I was slow. I may have been slow last night, but I ain't slow. Some of these euphemisms and these things he be saying, it's like, what? Like he's not even country. It's like dyslexia plus. It's giving dyslexia mixed with a little bit of. He's talking about
in the damn hole. Put me in the goddamn damn hole.
I'm just gonna go to the hole.
And call my bitch and tell her to put my ashes in the water because I'm finna go.
Tell her green waters. Don't forget.
Tell her drive her box back to Fulton County and tell her just come grab my ashes. Just go ahead and burn me now, sir. I just want to go right now. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Y'all burn me. It's like not knowing what are they bury you in Pauper's Grove? They don't even burn. You gotta pay. Your family gotta pay for you to be cremated.
I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no house. I ain't got no damn driver's license. I ain't got no wife. I ain't got shit. Just gone. Take me out.
I know what you got, Nesto. I know what you got. You got the whole world.
Well, God is good. God is good. God is good. God is in charge. And what Dion say? The devil. He said God bless his dreams, and the devil.
I forgot what Dion said.
Nightmares, blessed nightmares.
The devil.
Yeah, he said nightmares. Yeah.
And God blesses the dreams or some shit. And Buckwheat say,
Nesto didn't understand nothing.
Well,
What
he hit
that
on.
mean? What that mean?
What that mean,
Estranged.
son? What that mean, son? What that mean, player? What that mean, player? That mean I'm gonna give my blessing, cause my blessings gonna come. Ooh, my blessings coming. My blessings coming.
I know my blessings coming because I done right by people. I ain't never fuck nobody over. I done right by everybody. Even them folks over there, I ain't even mad at them. I forgive them all because them folks, they apologize
So
to me.
they gonna do what? I was just gonna say. They
I
gonna
put
do
them
what?
pokes in I put them pokes in all them night calls and all them good spots.
Ambulances.
Yeah, ambulances and good spots and everything. And so I did that homie man. I let him sweep the parking lot one time and I was happy. We went out there to the ranch and talked to the boy. Well, I didn't talk to the boy, but I was staring at the
I just
boy.
sat, I
Dion,
sat there
he,
and stared at them.
I sat there and stared at the boys like I was crazy, like I was doing the mannequin challenge, but I was there I was there for them boys. Ooh, I was there for them boys. Yeah, I was doing the mannequin challenge with them boys, but I was out there. And I was a blessing to them. I was a blessing. Ooh, I was a good blessing to them boys. And so God gonna bless me too.
Act like he's somebody's supervisor standing over them boys. Them little kids looking at him like, they doing the people's eyebrow, looking at him like they like the Rock. Like
not
what?
the
They just
rock.
like what the hell?
Yeah,
What
like what was he enamored with what his son was saying, or was he just
he
Socially
wasn't
enthused
awkward
listening.
with
because
his
it was so
goofy
many
self.
boys looking at him and his was he enthused because it was so many boys and they was possibly maybe looking up to him do the challenge, the mannequin challenge? I don't understand.
Nesto is socially awkward. I mean, the vid he's good. It seemed like this is what I observed. Like going back and watching his old videos. I'm with Lady T Bug. He is socially awkward. I
Okay,
have
go
even
ahead.
God
with
bless.
like Shirley.
He said, God bless the good and the devil bless the bad. That's what he said. Thank you, Jay
Like
Blake.
that was so profound. But he seemed like he doesn't do well in crowds even, and I mean he don't like kids like that. That was Dion's thing. Steve and Dion. So Dion was happy to be there because Dion didn't have a daddy till he was 13, and these boys are younger. Some of those kids were younger than 13. So Dion's like, well, shit, I'm gonna do what my daddy didn't do for me, for y'all. I'm trying to save y'all from the streets. And Nesto just sitting there like, well, them boys need to get out there in them streets and earn that money.
That's how
Like,
he was. He
Uh
had that same look when Sonya was on the phone with Overton. That
Buck,
silly ass look.
Buckwheat was in there looking like we want these boy mama got some money. I wonder which one of them got some money so I can go try to holler at them and try to take advantage of them. Can you give me
probably
your mama phone number? What's your mama say her phone number? That's probably how why he was looking at them kids like that, probably trying to figure out who had money and who didn't have money.
Just a
But
weirdo. He's just
yeah,
a
he is a
weirdo.
weirdo. And at
it.
the end of the day, Vicky, he don't like nobody. Okay,
No, yeah, I
not
know that. Yeah.
kids, not his wife, not he don't like anybody other than himself. That's the only person he like. Okay, that's that I've seen so far.
He
He
liked
to-
Laverte.
no, he don't. He tolerate her.
I agree with that. Now that you locked up, oh, you my biggest blessing. I mean, I don't know Liberty and her personality, but at 40 years old, sir, please, you should have been there as a kid, okay?
It wasn't right. He was not there. I mean, just like looking at him. I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand how all these people just kind of fell for this stuff. I, it just seemed like he learns how to mimic other people, like mimic other successful people. He learns, some of their lingo, and he barely learns that. And he just, he tries to. He's navigated. He's been able to navigate. He might be better one on one with women, and that's how he can get around. The women open up the doors for him, and he's able to like move swiftly. He has these grandiose ideas. He'll start them off and then move on to the next because he gets bored with it really easy. He got some serious issues, but this was funny. Like
5 minutes.
hearing this whole thing with Overton and her. She's a rude heifer, and the fact that he sat on the phone and listened to her talk about the eviction. Like, sir, just hang up. You that desperate? You don't have anybody else you can call and do this for you? You have no one else to call and like make this phone call to the attorney.
Yeah, he
He
probably said both of y'all sound stupid. But I feel like you want to know how he got everybody because he used the last woman to get the next woman. That's what I feel like.
That's true. I can see that.
Everybody except for I'm sorry. Everybody except for what's her name? Dion mama.
Oh,
Dion mama.
Riri.
Yeah, he used everybody except for Riri. Now Riri wasn't no flex. I'm sorry, she just wasn't. And she still laid one because she cooking chicken. So that's not a flex that he can use for everybody else.
she's
But I'm
actually very pretty. I found some decent pictures
I'm
of
not
her.
saying she ain't cute, but she's not a flex when it comes to him and his scams.
No, she
And
ain't. No,
because
yeah.
keep in mind, he want a prominent woman. He want a woman of caliber, and he want a woman that has money. And so he used Carol probably to get Ebony, and used Ebony to get Shirley Strawberry, and then he used Shirley Strawberry to get every other person that he scammed.
I can see that.
And that's his MO. And possibly probably used some people. When he was with Ebony, he probably used Ebony to and Carol. I wouldn't be surprised if he used all three of those women names when he was with them to get what he want, and that's how he was able to accomplish what he got. And that's how he was able to scam other people. And then keep in mind his Instagram. If you didn't know anything about him, you would swear he was a millionaire.
I wouldn't, but I know some people would.
Well,
Cause
some people think that's a flex, though, for him to be by all those nice, fine cars and those Photoshop restaurants that he was at with the pictures of food and all of that, because he made it look like he was looking at exquisite restaurants and taking, great vacations and, everything was just a scam. And so a lot of people, they think that's a flex. And then he's in these nice cars making videos with all these cars and stuff. So, yeah, you would have thought he had a lot of money especially if you didn't have much money yourself and you're trying to level yourself up. And a lot of people believe the illusion of social media. So they like, oh, okay, I see him on social media driving these nice cars. Well, I probably can drive a car like that too. And then for him to just think about it. Just think about it. You looking at this dude on social media. He's married to Shirley Strawberry. And then you send him a message. And for him to respond back to you, that make you feel good. Oh, he's responding back to me. He must, how good did those people feel, or how enamored did they feel when he responded back to them, knowing using Shirley's name and like I said, the money and power, the way that he presented himself. You were and you was a nobody who was trying to level yourself up, or just trying to, come up on some money or whatever. And then this dude respond back to you. I'm telling you, that's how you got everybody. That's what made him feel good. That would make you feel good about yourself.
I'm gonna say this. I've been around some very wealthy people, um, older and probably middle, like maybe middle age, 40s, 50s, 60s, and older than that. They don't broadcast their wealth. If you like when you're really like when you're wealthy, and I'm not talking about like rich. I'm talking about wealthy. Like that money is that money is old money, like
Yeah.
or is well invested. Like
Look
it's
at Bill Gates. You wouldn't think Bill
yeah.
Gates had a dime. So I know
So
exactly what you're talking about. But us as a community, we love to
yeah, right.
floss.
We like to floss, and when we see somebody looking regular, wouldn't even know that this person is sitting on 150 million, but they're wearing rundown kid tennis shoes. Some they got holes in their jeans and wearing last year's T-shirt. You thinking, oh, that they broke. We have that. We have developed a kind of like a weird complex about not being able to show off your wealth, but like seeing his Instagram, I'll just be like, okay, something. Because I made that like the observation, like, okay, well he can't dress because he's always wearing black. He's all these different cars. I mean, what does he actually do? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
what?
but if you're a young entrepreneur, and not saying young in age, but you're trying to, put your, trying to get your foot in the business footprint down, right? You're trying to get yourself up. What was the
Mm-hmm.
word he used? I'm gonna level you up.
Levy, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna level you up to my status. And even if his status is not a lot to you guys, it looked like a lot to somebody like Dion, who just started to play like he making $15,000 a month, which I digress on that.
Mm-hmm.
However, for someone who's just starting business, that do look good to them, and that's how he can attract people, and that's how he can steal their money, and that's how he can fool people. And then you got some women. I'm sorry, Gail and Melanie, but you got some women, that even with the extra mile and did, not only did you feel like he was gonna level you up, you allowed him to use that black bag on you, and so you put a whole nother layer on top of leveling you up. So yes, he can get their money that way.
You let that man touch that thing. He
Pat.
patted that thing
That thing with them bacterialized toys.
and baptized you in the green waters. And Gail went. I don't mean to laugh at her, but you went, Mama. But that, I don't know. It just, I guess I may be a little weird too. I'm a little on the spectrum too, because that I'm kind of standoffish when I see stuff like that. It just turns me off immediately, because I guess maybe sometimes I overanalyze, like, because I'm just looking like, what is it that you do? I need an explanation.
Yes. And all that talking, using all the words, but you ain't saying shit, sir.
But everybody ain't gonna ask for those credentials though.
They don't ask much, because to me, just listening to how he interact with Shirley and Cynthia on these calls, they be doing more talking than he be doing. They making up narratives and asking questions and answering them, and he just on the phone breathing.
And he got great hunting skills. He know how to hunt a woman down. He know how to, he learned how to read people, and he know who to prey upon. He know, even though it's a lot of people got a lot of money, but the common sense is not there. You can have all the books. I know y'all done heard about people got a lot of book sense and have no common sense.
Well, none of them do have books. I think Melody. I think she may have a degree, so she's
Melody had a degree.
Other than that, they not giving book sense to me.
Yeah, but even business sense. But when it comes to a man, sometimes women can just let all their sensibility go out the door. And I'm sorry, but sometimes we do that. Not we, them. Because I'm mean, so I don't put myself in that position. But at the end of the day, he can fool some people, and he know exactly who to try to fool. He know exactly who to prey upon, and this is a game. He's mastered this game on how to prey upon women, and unfortunately, he did it until he couldn't.
Speaking of,
Major's wife,
he was winning until he wasn't. He was winning with the women until he wasn't winning, and then you throw that black bag on there and make them have that. Oh, that's it. It's a wrap. You can have everything.
They didn't require much from him, because if
they didn't
required even 20%, let him kept the 80, they would know better. I mean, they had no standards. I'm sorry.
Standards are in the toilet. I mean, speaking of predator, can I tell you how much I like this alleged predator, the Tyler Perry situation. It's been giving me, like, I've just been sitting here dwelling on that all day. I'm like, whoever said, well, you read it, very funny.
Because Vicky, y'all know I'm a weak stuff. I'm weak over here, so I could not have done it if I couldn't put humor into it. Even though it's not a funny or laughing, matter.
Why is Atlanta seem like the home of the alleged predators and scammers? What in the hell?
Is he born and raised in Atlanta, or did he move? I don't know his background.
He's from New Orleans, and he moved.
You did say that yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, that is why he had my support in the beginning, because his story. He's a New Orleans fella, and he was homeless, and he moved to Atlanta to start his dream.
Well,
and he's doing a lot of things to help.
Well,
what? Go ahead.
I'm just saying that I'm not gonna say anything about your comment. I'm just gonna say something about Mr. Perry. He's in Candyland when it comes to what he like, and I don't understand why are you messing with people that's not interested in the same things you are?
Exactly.
It's
When
a
you're
challenge.
when you're in Candyland and you can go pick anybody that you want to pick.
It's a challenge. That's why I mentioned that on yesterday, even with the trans people, dating straight guys, trying to force them to come out and
Yeah.
trying to. It's a conquer. Like I got a guy and I turned him. What was my word yesterday?
Turn them out.
I turned him out, and for some reason they get a high off of that.
They do. I
And
mean,
if we in the closet, baby, we in the closet now. Don't try to force my hand. I don't like that.
Right.
I've known some not well the trans women that I've known, like
Mhm.
they've been pretty they transparent with their stuff. But as far as like, I've known some gay men, and they I didn't want to hang with them anymore because they just enjoyed turning the men out. Like, and I know that you really can't. That's a gray area for me, because it's like, okay, well, can you really? I mean, he had to be curious to maybe in order to go, get all the way down with that. So that's kind of a gray area. But I just don't like that. Like, you just intentionally go after. I've seen some men go after like married men because they like see them, they want them, they got to have them, and they will go after married or taken men who are in straight situations, and and then they'll move on to the next, and it's like
Right.
it's
I
weird
guess
to
it's the
me.
power of it all.
It is the power, but
They're drunk on power, and I seen a picture of him yesterday too. And I was like, okay, well, I guess he probably have to prey up on people the way that he does because he got hips. And
Baby, he got money. So,
and
if
looking
you
at him the
already a
way
part
he's
of that lifestyle, we'll do something strange for the change. But I don't feel like you have
but
to take that avenue. But it's
he's
just
trying to
weird.
act like it's nothing though. He's on social media. I
Yeah.
seen him on Facebook yesterday
oh girl,
quoting
Mhm.
scriptures and saying he's got
Mhm.
the whole world in his hands.
Mhm.
Now he a big starch Christian at this point.
Yes,
But
I did a short on that.
but
Mhm.
at the end of the day,
Mhm.
um, I don't it can't make sense to me because you, like I said, you in Candyland. You can go have anybody that you want to have. You got the money, you got the power. You could be like Puff Daddy. You can pay for whatever you want to pay for. Because these people that you're targeting, you're paying them anyway, right? You're paying Christian Keys. You're paying Derek. These people work for you. So
He
if you're
can
gonna,
get a mail order man, like the mail order brides.
yeah,
He can
there
get a
you
mail
go.
order man. I mean, if he wants somebody exotic that look a certain way, I don't
Right.
know, but
You can go buy it. Shit.
ship it.
Just
Now,
shipping
they say
container.
shipping is up, but ship them over here, baby.
Yeah, and then you can go to whatever country you want to go get what you want. I'm just
did
saying.
y'all?
You can be a passport, bro.
Yeah,
He
you can
could
go.
be a passport bro. I mean, he could go to Thailand. Thailand, they get down over
They
there.
won't even know who you
Right,
are.
right.
Exactly. They're just like, oh, big money, okay.
I don't know.
I'll
They
be a
might know
bottom.
because
I'll be a
listen,
top.
I watch this guy, another guy on YouTube. He be going to exotic places,
Hmm.
Passport
and
bro.
he no, he's not a passport bro. He's just a content creator, and he goes to places where everybody else don't go, like to the rain, like in Vietnam, and he went to Thailand. Let's just put it like that. And then he go all off in the woods where nobody at. Well, he went to this
Hmm.
place in Africa.
Hmm.
Uh, was it Africa or Vietnam? It was so, I think it was in Thailand. He went all the way to and found these people that got a whole
Hmm.
totally different language. Yeah, it was Thailand
Hmm.
because they say they speak Thai. Why do people, and he asked them, what y'all do for fun? They say, look at YouTube. I hit the floor laughing.
Yeah,
So they
because
so they make, and these people all off in the jungle, living in a place in the forest by themselves, but they say they watch
Hmm.
us on, but they entertainment is YouTube. So they may just know who he is in Thailand.
well,
Well,
I
if he
mean,
don't go as much, he'll be all right.
You stupid.
And then and let's just keep it real. I don't see.
Like
I
I'm
don't.
not dealing with her today. Vicky, like, okay now.
I hate you.
I don't see.
Dismiss me.
I'm sorry. I just don't
Go
see.
is Madeira.
He is. I mean, can you? He says he's a top, right? Who believes that?
I don't know. I don't know the difference
Can you
from a
see
top
him
or
on the
bottom
bottom?
or
In
I,
his
I
Yes.
don't know.
background?
I don't know how it go.
Can you see him in his Madea wig, topping?
I told you when that man turned around, he was Muddy and Boo.
Listen,
I don't know, Vicky, and whether he a top or a bottom or whatever.
I'll text you and explain it to you.
That's okay. I don't want to know. Okay, it ain't my it ain't my forte. Okay, I don't care, but I don't want to know either.
I told y'all one of my favorite movies is Cover Child. I need to go dig that up and watch that.
What movie?
Yes.
What movie?
You say he a
Cover.
soft top.
Vicky Cover.
Cover? Let me see.
With Leon.
Oh.
Yeah,
you probably watched it, I'm sure.
What's a soft top?
Don't worry. Don't.
Don't worry. Okay, because some of this stuff
know.
I just don't know. I don't know. It ain't my thing. I don't know. And things I don't care about, I don't look it up. Okay, so I don't care.
Vicky
but at
said
the
she was gonna
end
give
of
you
the
a crash
day,
course, and you said no. So that's why
I was
you,
But
you told us not to.
But at the end of the day, it don't have to be. You could do whatever you want. When you got money and power like he has, you can do anything you want to do.
Yes.
And you can find some like-minded people. You're in the land of Mecca for your type of people. And so you probably can find a pretty person in Atlanta. You can find what you want right at home. You don't
Think about
have
buddy
to.
Joseph. Joseph, are you listening to the replay or are you up with us currently?
Joseph just dumb as hell.
Didn't even speak. Talking about just dumb as hell.
Well, here's the thing. I think first of all, he's not gonna try to appeal to the church crowd like that because he thinks that he thinks everybody's dumb. Like I understand he has a faithful following, and because he does have a faithful following. There's millions of people who are gonna stick with him.
They're gonna push that narrative as well, Vicky, that they're trying to tear down all black men, successful men. Okay.
Yeah, but then
Justin behind, he talking about they trying to get $50,000 of work for $250.
Oh, so
he behind.
He way behind. And also, well, Joseph, I'm sorry if we're gonna disturb you with this topic. So then he's also going after a non-black man too, allegedly. So he would really
plenty of them around.
He would really turn off his other, his other people, like the people who know that they've been knowing. And then there's another man who said he used to be with TP back in the day when he was homeless. So
that's the last time he said he had some good stick. When he had no money.
It probably was his man too. It probably was his man. So it's just but it's just, I would say, like, at this point in time, his net worth is over $1 billion. Just go ahead and be yourself. Like, I mean,
don't nobody even care.
Exactly.
Don't nobody even care. This is 2025. Folks can be whatever they want to be and
take
don't
me
nobody,
as I am.
Right. And don't nobody look twice. People don't even care. You got people all on the internet that got dang go doing red lipstick and damn mustaches.
Look at Funky.
Who you think I'm referencing to?
Oh, okay.
Uncle Maneva. What I call his ass yesterday, Uncle Maneva, Manure or whatever. I mean, and that's oh my God, I just want to throw up every time I see him, cause he just look
Is it horrible. Charles, your lunch is ready?
Yeah,
that person. Oh
no, Uncle Aiva.
Oh,
Uncle. But at the end of the day,
I like him. So
I don't care about him. I'm talking about the look.
Like,
Oh,
Vicky, you got a
Why do you
soft
got a
spot.
mustache and some damn red lipstick?
Hey, SBK,
that's
your
been his
people over
shtick.
here.
Hey, SBK.
That's been his shtick for a while. Like because I've been watching him for like shit going on. It's like 15 years since he like had way before he got on Fox
Mhm.
Soul and all that. And
Yeah.
yes, I do go up and down with him because sometimes he goes a little too far. But for the most part, I love his Florida reads. When he and Nene used to be be into it, and when he used to be into it with Sheree, it was the funniest stuff ever. To me at the time, so I used to watch Housewives of Atlanta, but
Mhm.
the part of his little he doesn't pretend like he does not pretend like he's a woman. He'll
But
slap on a
he's
wig.
another person too that try to turn
Yes, now see, I don't like
mhm.
that.
Mhm.
I don't watch him all the time, but
Mhm.
I do not like that because I know he has a little gag where he like my neighbor's husband came over. He does he will do that. I don't like that either, but I, I have a soft spot for Funky Dineva, so I'll just say
Well,
that
I'm
about
gonna
that.
just say this. Don't be up there looking like a damn lipstick with pig on. Either put your foot in the door. You can't have one foot in the door and one foot out. And meaning you can't represent a man and a woman at the same damn time
But
with a
don't you better
mustache.
talk about my boo, because I'm gonna drop you down now. And I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about my other boo.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just talking about mustache and lipsticks. I'm sorry that is
Mhm.
not cute to me, and I'm not taking away from what his personality is. I'm with you. He got great commentary. He got great personality. He make you laugh. I'm talking about the look. It's the look for me, and I don't want to see no. And he's not the only one. It's people walking around in society looking like that, and that just irks my stomach. Because what's that other
Yeah,
man name that used to be on the house that used to be on the Real Housewife of
the white.
Atlanta, and not the white, the other one.
Derek J or
Not that one, the other one that's cute
Miss
now.
Lawrence.
Yeah, Miss Lawrence. Now Miss
Oh,
Lawrence is cute.
Lawrence.
Lawrence is cute, and I don't mind just looking at Lawrence, but I just mind looking at a man in a mustache and some lipstick. That irks. That just turns my stomach when I see him looking like that. That's just crazy to me.
Okay. Are we wrapping up Buckwheat?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we don't have to.
No, no, hell no, they ain't done buckwheat says.
Oh, okay. Okay, so y'all please also let me know what y'all thought about the other topic with Miss
Which?
Jones. Not
Oh,
necessarily Miss Jones, but I just not now. We don't have to do it now. I just want to
Oh, I
before
don't
I
know nothing about
on
that
that
lady.
too. Okay.
before I forget, I just wanted to say my comments about DJ Envy. Oh,
Okay.
I don't like DJ Envy.
I
I
do not
don't.
either. I don't
I
either.
Yeah.
I think he is I think he is soft as baby tissue, baby powder, whatever. He's a baby. He's unprofessional with guests. He and what I saw what Chick-fil-A said. Yeah, Funky Dineva does. He does get into his bashing black women sometimes, and I'm like, that's when I stopped watching him for like a year or so. But still, I still enjoy some of his commentary. I can't. For me, I like some of it.
Okay,
But
Vicky, you
DJ
said
Envy,
mm-hmm.
DJ Envy, he's very like he bashes black women. He gets like weird energy when there's like I remember when Janelle Monáe was on there. He got a weird energy about her. Like it's because she was a different. Janelle Monáe's kind of quirky and she's different. Even with Erica Badu, he just doesn't know how to address people or converse with people in a way. And he thinks that he's still like the DJ Henry from the 90s that people still like
Mm-hmm.
he's popping out there like with his mixtapes. Sir, okay. You on the Breakfast Club, great. That's all. You're the A mic. You introduce everything, but you rarely bring any decent commentary. People call it the Charlemagne
He
show.
doesn't have personality. And that's not that I'm, trying to come down on another woman, but him and Angela Yee, both of them, I was like, they have no personality at all.
Z list.
And I
Yeah.
was just like, I cannot with them, like with
Right,
both of them
right.
together. But I'm glad Jess, because Jess brings her personality, and I like Lauren because Lauren is more like a factual type person. I can
Yes.
feel that she really love her job. She do her homework. She know a
Yes,
lot
she
of
does.
background information. Like if you go back and watch the one that I discussed, she
Mhm.
was leading. She was leading that interview, but
She
Envy kept trying to jump in. You know.
because when he knows somebody, like he has history with them, he will bring up old stuff. Like, remember when you did this? There was a time when he had DJ Drama on there, and
Hmm.
he and DJ Drama had like a little tiff, and Envy was straight up
In
ignoring him
his
the whole.
feelings. In his
In it,
feelings.
you remember that?
He act real
Yes.
arrogant
Yes.
to me. He act like
He
he
is.
he,
He
he act
is.
like he arrogant and like he's better than everybody else, and really he not shit. Because if it wasn't for Charlotte, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me quit.
Joseph, get her. Joseph said you on one. You are on one. Hey, Sancha,
Well,
and
I
hey,
did.
the show,
Listen, I
Diva.
was on live today, so maybe I'm still all the way live.
Keep
I
going.
don't know.
Keep going,
But
sis.
at the
Keep
end of the
going.
day, he act like his shit don't stink, and it
He
does.
does.
Because at the end of the day, if you didn't have Charlemagne on there, it would y'all show would have been ended up like you said with Angela
Long
and
time
DJ.
ago.
That show wouldn't have even been no show no more. And Charlemagne, and I don't even care for Charlemagne, but I can't take away his skills. And Charlemagne is what makes the show. He's the one who carried the show. And I don't know why Angie went tittle tattling the way like she was all of that. And like, girl, you're not even doing well on YouTube. She tried to branch off and do her own thing or whatever. And I haven't kept up with her. But
Yeah.
the time I watched her, I'm like, some of
She's
these YouTube,
boring.
I'm like, Lady T Bug better than you, and you've been.
So let me.
I
I'm a.
definitely have a
But
personality.
I'm just saying, you've been on the radio for 20 years, and hell, this the best you can do. Some of these content creators that's been on
Yeah.
YouTube for 5 minutes is doing a better job than you're doing, ma'am. Go somewhere and have several seats. Go have several seats in the corner.
She does. So Angela, yeah, you're right. She's been on radio for decades now, and she's got to be in her early 50s. And yes, Lady T Bug is a whole lot better. But I think Angela brings experience as far as working the mic and working the radio, just like
Oh,
kind of
like Shirley.
like a
Okay.
Shirley. That's what I was getting ready to say. Shirley, yeah, like a Shirley. She brings that kind of experience, and she's more organized, and she would actually do research. The boys are the ones that will like come in and mess things up.
Okay, so
Mainly,
but they can get a timekeeper anywhere, Vicky.
I know, but it was mainly like Envy would ask the stupid ass questions, and Charlamagne would come in and ask the inappropriate questions. Back in the day, girlfriend had a serious radio show, like a satellite radio show. The only time she was somewhat entertaining is when she would just go straight filthy nasty talking to men, men like.
Provocative.
Yeah, and I'm not no prude. I'm a nasty person too. But it's like, is this the only time you show some personality? And she doesn't, even her facial expression, she doesn't give anything. She was boring, and I don't see why they gave her own show. I think
Yeah, she
that
doesn't relate with the culture a lot because a lot of times
no,
when they be explaining stuff and they be doing when she be doing the interviews, she don't even understand what they be talking about. She be like, I don't understand. Okay. Or she will go way left and that's not even what they're talking about. It's just awkward with
Well,
her.
she definitely reminds you of a breakfast crate.
I'm about to drop her down.
but
I gotta go.
You saw how I kicked Tyler Perry out the porch.
but
You
Charlemagne
said,
was
you said,
Charlemagne. And her and Charlemagne got into it because Charlemagne interviewed Gucci Mane, and Gucci Mane, like, long story short, Gucci Mane brought up some old stuff
he was
that
reaching for me, but
he
I
was
digress.
he was reaching, and Angela was kind of like she was playing him, kind of sort of playing him to the left too, because she was being, she was being provocative with him too, and he brought it up, and she tried to play it off, but her and Charlemagne got into it, and the energy shifted, and so I think she went behind the scenes and got her own show, which
Yeah.
I know it takes time to build up an audience, but you came with your audience already. Like you already had
It
like
be like the quiet storm over there. I'm like, I need some background music because I don't know. I don't know what it be giving, but when Mano is on there, he kind of spiced it up, and I don't listen to it like that.
I
But
don't never.
she had to
Hold
me,
on,
she had
hold
to
up.
have a guest on there, and I don't know
Time out.
about lip service. Is it lip service that she's also on?
Chick-fil-A said,
Yes, lip service is boring too.
right.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A say a breakfast crate, not a crate, a crepe. CREPE, you know,
A
crepe
crepe.
that they eat in France, in Paris. You know, it just has
You
no
know we
taste.
country. You know we country.
It's white, it's crusty, it has no taste.
A flat like a skinnier
Like
pancake.
a real thin pancake that you can almost read the newspaper through. That's a crepe. And the reason why I know about them because we had to make that crap in home eggs. Okay,
Girl, we was frying chicken at home ed down here.
We was making chili.
That was getting y'all ready for the kitchen, wasn't
Oh
it?
baby, we was frying.
Child, we had an old crusty white woman and she made us do them crepes, and we was like, we don't eat this kind of mess. Why we gotta make some crepes?
You had an old crusty white woman too?
Yeah, Boosie said she was trying to get to his hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Hey, Mons.
I do believe that too. I do. I believe that too. Like because I think I no tea, no shade. I think she tried to I think she was hopping around. That's just my. I do. I think this thing has gotten around. She just kept it home. Like
Really was trying to see if her and Plies really had something going on. I be like, I wanted to know so bad.
But don't y'all think that they be disrespecting Jess on the show?
I don't watch it like listen to it like that. And my radio was on this morning. That's how of course she drew me in from there. But I used to listen to it a lot back in the day. But it actually come on the radio here now.
But it seemed like they always have something going on with Jess. It's like she always having to argue with DJ or Charlamagne. It's like, to me, it seemed like it's like they be ganging up on her for whatever reason.
Jess got a lot going on too. And I think she has her other career and she's a new mom. So
she ain't no new mom. She been a mammy before.
No, I mean she has a baby, a young child, a young. That's what about 1 year old. So
not even one. Yeah, she just
So that's what I meant. Yeah. Like she don't be all there. She don't be out there a lot of the times, and she don't know a lot of the times what they even be talking about.
It's true, and I'd like to give my answer in regards to that. I don't think that they're disrespecting her. I think she crashed out on. Then on Lauren. The internet.
Lauren.
She crashed out on Lauren and she crashed out on the internet when instead of being professional and going to talk to the producers and and having her business manager or whomever is handling her business go talk and find out what's what's going on. Am I stable or do I have a job? Like what's the deal? And so they still poke fun at her, and these two men, they know that they have job security, at least for now.
Yeah.
They can go at her all they want to. They don't care. And especially Charlamagne, he has said, yes, I want to keep he told Lauren to go, to make fun, to keep going. And now it's like tension almost between her and Lauren. Like to me it seems like there's more tension. I'm like, well, this is not fun anymore. I don't think that they mess with her. I think she brought it upon herself. And so now that you've done that, you got these men who don't really care about you like that, and they gonna do what they do. So you gotta you gotta catch up with it. Like you gotta bring something to the table. Yeah, she's funny to a certain extent, but she's not bringing what Lauren is bringing. I'm not saying one is better than the other because they're totally different. Lauren,
they are, and she's more comedian, more funny, big personality. But yes. I think a lot of times she don't be prepared because she has a lot going on outside of the show.
And she made it clear that she's like, yeah, I'm making more money doing shows. So she's made it clear that this show is not a priority to her. Right? I mean, when she did that crash out, she like you know, she said that. She's like, well, I'm still gonna book my shows, and yeah, I miss work, and it's like, well, is this is salary right now? We're paying you like, you know, we're paying you at least 100,000. This is your salary. So do you don't care about this? So you know, and they, I don't know. She's bringing it upon herself, if you ask me. Lauren's gonna earn her spot. Lauren, like, listen. TMZ got
I
rid of
can
me.
tell that media is Lauren's passion just from the interview today because she knew a lot of stuff, and even Miss Jones was like, "Well, damn, you really did your homework,"
Mm-hmm.
and, and stuff like that. Like she was really, and I'm telling you, Envy was trying to get his 5 minutes, like Vic said, and he was even out there crying, so it was a lot.
Mm.
But Charlemagne was not there for the ones that didn't hear me say it earlier.
Good, because I know Charlamagne was gonna make Envy cry even more, and I don't need that little light skinned fool to be crying up there like that. That's enough. But I know I said what I said, and she wants to drag Nesto more, so I'll be
Okay.
quiet.
Okay.
Well, I don't have anything else to say about Buckwheat. I'm gonna let him rest. I'm gonna rest my case with him because
Wait a damn
For
minute.
now. For now.
yeah, for now, because he wrecked himself today, being in the background, not saying nothing, but
Yeah,
he
he
always
barely was spoke.
yeah he be to me he make me sick because he always pounding his chest like he me Tarzan,
Mm-hmm.
and then when a man get on the phone, when them lawyers get on the phone, yes sir, right sir, can you come see me sir, and just talking, and Creel just hung up. Okay, bye. While you just still talking, but I just I'm glad you said what you said about Dion today, as far as the perspective, because you kind of changed my perspective on it. Because I've been trying to figure out. You always saying that players your boy, and you know you always playing like you really there for him. But when you said,
Mm-hmm.
and you probably said it before, and I probably just wasn't paying attention because a lot
Yeah.
of times I'm thinking what I'm thinking, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
listening. I you leading it, but I ain't leading it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you said that about Shirley, about Dion giving him that warning
Mm-hmm.
about not leaving Shirley, and then Lamont told him, like Vicky said on a few panels back, about
Yeah.
Lamont warning him about keeping in contact with Shirley and check on her more. Now, for whatever reason, the damn light bulb came on today about why. And like, I don't know, maybe I was paying attention more today, I don't know, but the light bulb came on, okay, that's why come he's not really supporting Buckwheat like he should, or like we feel like he should, or even just with the display of affection that he played like he have for, well, not even play that he say that he have for Buckwheat, but your actions don't meet your words. And so now I understand. I guess I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't give him nothing either, because he had, like Tyler talking about, he got the whole world in his hands. Well, Buckwheat had the whole world in his hands. He did. He had the whole world in his hand, and he dropped that bag. He fumbled that bag. And so now this is the consequence of you fumbling the bag, buddy. So you get what you get. Not that I feel sorry for Buckwheat, but I was just trying to understand why Dion words weren't matching, why his actions wasn't matching his words. So I got it now. I get it.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
That's your final thoughts.
Yeah, for Buckwheat and Tyler Perry. Uh, I know we was doing final thoughts, but final thoughts, Tyler Perry. Um, sir, go have several seats in the corner, because
Pay that man.
you in Candyland. You in Candyland. You got them hips. Put your Maduro dress and wig on, and go do what you go do. Go make it do what it do, and go find whatever that you're looking for, and leave these supposed to be straight people alone. And even the straight people, I kind of have a problem with them also, because, and I'm not victim shaming, I'm not, y'all know I care about victims, but why work with somebody for 20 years, and then mad day come, then you want to tell everything? I don't understand that. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how long Christian Keys worked with him, but it's like y'all work with this man so many years, and then something happens where the tables are turned, you don't get what you want, so now you're having a mad day, and you want to tell everything. It's like, I'm gonna uh bribe you with the law, or bring you out, kind of, to me, it's like extortion, legalized extortion by taking me to court after 20 years or after 10 years or however long the relationships were. Because if somebody is doing something to you, especially if you're a man, why not call it out the first time if that's not what you're interested in? Why take gifts and money and career? Why do all of that with him if your integrity and your butt is more important? Why let him do all of that too? Why y'all let him play in y'all face this long and now y'all want to say something about it? It's not like y'all kids and you traumatized. I don't understand that. So that's all I got to say about it. Not saying that he's not guilty. Not saying that.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Christian Keys and I'm talking about Derek. Derek been with Tyler Perry since 2000, ain't he?
2020.
Yes, and he tried to take it to HR and to the EOCC or whatever it is, the EOEC, whatever.
EEOC.
And nothing was done.
Once again, why take gifts? Why take
in
money?
Derek's situation? I feel like you knew this before you got in the bed with him. But in some situations, you're already in bed and then the tables turn. But that's not what happened here. You were getting cars from out the, working at a party,
I'm just saying it just looks suspect. It looks suspect.
You could have walked away.
Christian could have walked away, because why get on social media and talk about it but not talk about it?
Well,
and now you ain't saying nothing.
It depends on what he wanted out of it, because a lot of times we can't put our views and how we will handle something on someone else because we don't know what his intentions were.
And that's why I said it seemed like it's low-key extortion legally. And
he never said his name. He never said his name.
That's why I said it. Low key extortion legally. And at the end of the day, it's like mad day is here and now everybody want to talk. So that's that. And I'm not saying he couldn't possibly be guilty allegedly. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying whenever you feel violated, why does money and your ambitions overpower how you feel?
It depends
as a
on the person and what they feel will make them whole. You know what I'm saying? From our perspective, what they're doing may not make us whole, but we're not them. You know what I'm saying? So for us, we may want to call the police. We may want to handle it. You may want to do a press conference or whatever, but we're not them. So we don't know what they feel will make them whole. And over here, for the front porch, Christian Keys did not put a name on anything or anyone. So
he didn't put a name.
No, I just want to clear that because people out here,
Right. But no, he didn't put it. That's why I said he kind of skirted around.
But you're just saying in general.
Yeah, and he didn't put a name on it or what have you. But I'm just saying, look like Mad Day is here. That's all I want to say.
And I get what you're saying, but our justice is not the justice, because I feel like my justice is not going to be what they deem as justice. I get what you're saying though. But with Derek, I mean, it was a few years, not 10, 15, 20, even 5 years. But
I thought he met him in early 2000s.
Yeah, and it's still 2025. And he hadn't worked for him in I don't think since 2023 or 2024.
Yeah. Still, there's some time.
I think the lawsuit said he met him in 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, 2020.
She said early 2000s. That's what I
keep saying.
2020. Yeah, 2020.
Yeah, you guys
it's only been a few years. Yeah,
so
it was 2020.
2020 when he met him. Okay.
The Oval. Yeah, the Oval. 2020.
Yeah, and both of I don't know.
Thank you, Vicky.
I don't know. I'm just saying, if somebody, I don't know. Like you said, everybody don't handle everything the same way. Them just leave it at that and digress.
That's the answer. Like, well, we, money ain't everything to us. You know what I mean? And like I said, with Derek Dixon, I felt like you already knew where it was going when that man pulled up with that car. Like, I'm not with this. I'm not down for this. But, sometimes in communities, and I don't know what community Derek Dixon is a part of, but people talk, and he may
Right.
have went in with that, mindset. If he try me, I'm gonna get his ass. I'm gonna get them pockets.
Child, I
It could have
guess.
been a setup.
Well, he failed the test.
He fell for the okie doke. I get what you said though, but some of these people, money will make the
Well, like
world
B.
go around
Williams
for
say,
them.
some people rather cry in a Ferrari.
Yes. Than to cry in the damn what? A card in the damn paper box living in the damn woods. But
Then a scooter and a what's
in a
that shit?
clip on ponytail.
Yeah, and what's that other shit she bought?
The Barbie Jeep
Yeah, the Barbie Jeep. Yeah.
camper. The
No,
Barbie.
that little car she said she bought. What's the name of that little car she said she bought?
Oh,
Wasn't it an Audi? No, it wasn't
No,
an
no,
Audi.
no,
the
no.
little blue car. The
That
little,
little, the little foreign car she bought. It's a BM. It's a German car, but I forgot the name of it.
I don't know. She say she buys so much. She bought a damn jet ski not according to her, not too long ago.
they say laughing a Honda. I be making the moves trying to get paid.
Mini Cooper,
And
yeah, that
still
little
turning down TP. That's what he was
that
trying
little
to do.
Mini
Yeah, the Mini
Cooper.
Cooper. Thank you, y'all. The Mini
Yeah.
Cooper, y'all. They said Fiat. Stop. Allegedly. You messy.
A Yukon.
What else we talked about that you ain't? Oh, you can't
What is it
because you
called?
were
What is it
wrapping
called,
up.
y'all? You go.
You was wrapping up your segment over there. Kevin, you don't got nothing to say about Kevin?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I was paying attention, but I was on the phone, so I can't speak on that too much.
You can't speak on Wendy Williams' ex-husband won $250,000.
He won that much?
No, he wants it. He
Oh,
wants
he
it.
won it. Kevin
I
been wanting
forgot
money
about
though,
that.
Wendy.
I'm looking through my notes, Vicky. That's I'm like, wait a
That's
minute,
how
what
you
all did we
remember.
talk about?
Yeah, Kevin been wanting that money though. So who he suing now?
Kevin,
He's
like, bitch,
suing
I'll
her
take anything.
guardianship.
Oh, for guardianship. Okay,
Her
whatever.
guardianship people. He's Wendy's what that lady name?
Oh, I forgot her name.
Damn
It
it. I gotta pull it up. Not that
evil.
I'm not impressed by her ass. So I
Who y'all
I
talking about? Her
intentionally
conservator?
forgot about her
Her
name.
conservator, yeah.
Oh, shit. No, it's not Victoria.
It may be
No,
Victoria. Is it you, Vicky?
no, it's not Victoria because I would know it right off the bat if it was
No,
if
it's not Victoria. It's something else. I forgot her name though.
damn it. It-
I'm
I'll look it
gonna
up.
look it up because
Oh, you gonna look it up,
it's gonna bother me, Vicky, if
right?
you don't find
So,
it.
Me
but you
too,
know
because I'm
what?
about to look
Like,
it up later. If y'all don't just tell me now, I'm about to look it up now.
because Kevin asked
Serena or something, ain't it?
Sabrina,
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Yes, I know it was something.
yeah, Sabrina.
Yeah,
He's so
and he don't he's was practicing abstinence,
Mm.
he was practicing abstinence from TP. He's like,
Mhm.
I'm not letting your big behind top me. No,
Mm-mm.
no, my dear, from me.
Oh
And
Child, he
he's
was up
God.
with them knee highs tied up on the damn side of his legs, talking about
Oh
boom.
God. With his legs crossed, with them hips.
and then he getting jealous because I said, why does this picture make me jealous? You getting mad because I'm walking with because he's I looked up the name that Tyler Perry got mad at, and another one of his employees, another co-star of that show.
Yeah, them text messages kind of make Tyler look kind of they don't make him look good. I'm just saying.
It makes him look desperate and aggressive. It's like, sir, go get you a boyfriend. Like you could easily have like play pretend with somebody who is willing, ready, and like able. These and then he did this with the wrong. I'm not saying nothing to anybody who is of a certain ethnicity, but certain groups of people go into certain things knowing what they're gonna do from the get go. They're like, oh, I know he likes me, If he tries anything with me, I am going. I'm going to like I'm going to document everything. Or
Yeah.
people could have came up and told him, watch it now, watch it now, okay?
Mhm.
He likes to
You his type. You his
you his
type.
And
type,
some
yeah.
people play the long game. Some people will
And
play that like Buckwheat. Look at the long game he played. So some scammers will play the long game. And boys now to say Kevin need to go get him a damn job.
And he
it,
do. And he do. Because like
What he qualified for?
Chick-fil-A,
he
Chick-fil-A, y'all
ex-husband,
hiring?
he the ex-husband. And like somebody said, if anybody was going to sue, it should be her son.
Right.
Yes,
There you
You an
go.
yeah.
ex for a reason.
All right.
Like I
Yeah.
mean, this has been 3 or 4 years now. She's been under this conservatorship, and he's steadily like, I need money, I need money. Sir, why haven't you? Can't you? I know his lady left him because the money ran out, but y'all knew that was gonna happen. He
But
should have.
and he was doing pharmaceutical sales before him and Wendy got together. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What does he qualify for?
He been out the game for too
No,
long, so
you said he managed. No, he had a barber shop. Remember, we found that out when we did a little research on him? Because we be comparing him to Buckwheat for real, for real. He had a barber shop.
for real.
Leave me out
Mm.
of it. When they
He can't.
say
Oh,
Chick-fil-A hiring. Yeah, Serena, but she just like every other side hoe, just like Cynthia. He probably was feeding her all the crack pipe dreams, like he was the man behind the woman, and he was doing this, and she would be nothing without him, and she was gonna come back and apologize. And she effed around and found out.
Ain't he too
Sheree,
old to be a security guard though, Chick-fil-A?
no. Go work down at
who,
the bank.
who can
He
Uh,
he
already
secure?
put hits out on people. No, thank you.
Sharina was living good while Wendy was still healthy and
And
like
that's
doing her
when
thing.
you want your man to stay with his wife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Right.
I'm doing
That
bad
part.
with you with your woman. I ain't trying to fuck that up. Go home. Here go your ivory soap because we don't want you to have no sit when you get home. That ivory gonna be done wore off. Okay.
Right.
Go take care of our wife. That's our wife. That's not
That
go
part.
go
That
go take
part.
care of her. Okay. She, she calling you. Okay. You need me to you need me
I
to.
be quiet.
Yeah, I'll be quiet. Okay. Like, go take care of our wife. Stop being mean to her. You better stop cussing her out. You bet. If I find out you being mean to our wife, no, nah, for like 2 weeks. Okay. Like you,
They don't know how to be a side piece no more. I'm telling you,
man.
they don't. They
What
don't. They don't mess. They do not know how to stay in the background. I don't know why you want to be one if you don't know what you're doing.
that's I'm not. And for anybody who hears this, I'm not condoning any of that behavior. But I'm just saying, you know, back in the day, like a lot of these women knew how to set their ego to the side and didn't need to come forward and have even if they had a baby for the man, that baby had their last name, didn't have the man's last name. It was they handled things in a more discreet level. And as soon as that money, like he got his payout, I guess he invested all. He kept trying to invest in her businesses, trying to make
Yeah,
her the
didn't he
next.
have a restaurant or something else that everything failed, baby? Crashed and burned.
Every piece of like he started a website for her. She was trying to become a vegan chef, which is that she should be like like she should be doing well with that right now. But no, she gave up on that. He started a clothing business for her. I want to say he started a jewelry business for her. He started a
Mhm.
massage business with her. But most of the businesses were while he was with Wendy. It's like, you stupid heifer, like this why you want to get pregnant and then like show off and stuff.
Girl.
Listen, I would have hid that baby. It's like, I'm just gaining weight, girl. You don't know I've been eating a lot of chitlins and
Girl
you
would have
know.
moved to the other side of the earth. I don't want nobody to see me. They
And
said
That
then,
part.
Nigga knew about the whole time. Yeah. And she probably did, but everybody have their breaking point.
but Wendy said is
It may
That
have been
baby. That
rules.
baby broke the dam.
it was rules. Wendy said, "Don't bring home no baby to me." She did
Right.
know
Right.
about her. She's
No
like, just
STDs and no babies.
but he had the nerve to like have the girl living down the street from Wendy. I mean, just bold you don't love me at all type of stuff. Like it's very similar to Nesto. It's like you
Yeah, because
just
Nesto had Cynthia right outside in the RV. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean it
Right
probably
out there in the damn front yard, in the
probably
driveway.
was some kind of stuff like that. Like, it just but you just if you already being disrespectful, you already being a heathen, at least have the decency to not flaunt it in my face. And all Wendy's stipulation was, like, please don't bring home any babies. And what did he do? I mean, not even he brought home a baby because Miss Thing couldn't wait. Girl, she could have got pregnant by another man easily and lied and said it was his and just said we're gonna keep your name off the birth certificate.
She could have got pregnant in another town. Okay.
Yeah.
She could have got pregnant and she could have been on the other side of town or another town and never brought that shit out. She just don't she just don't they don't know how to be a side piece, and she allowed him to fumble the bag because like Chick-fil-A said, your job is to keep your wife. Because we live off of her, not just you, we do.
But
And
they
so
get
they both fumbled their own bag and they getting what they get.
and then she got the nerve to be suing the man. I think she's, if I'm not mistaken, the last I heard from her, she was suing Kevin for child support. What money, bitch? You cut off the money. And then like he went and bought her an engagement ring and all that stuff, and y'all want to live large and buy this stupid condo and stuff. You already had a house.
Right.
I
They was
mean,
just trying to live, like the rest of the people. They just living beyond their means and not looking not looking out for tomorrow. They could have put that money in the stock market and been all right.
when Kevin don't do that kind of stuff, girl.
I know.
Now Wendy does. Wendy did that kind of stuff, but then whatever plot, whoever plotted on Wendy to get her into this conservatorship. Now, her family could easily be doing the things that. Now, I understand that her son was doing some stuff that kids do. They will use their parents' card sometimes without permission, things like that. I'm not saying it's right, but whoever plotted on Wendy to get her under the conservatorship, they are absolutely wrong and they're going to go to hell. But once Wendy quit that job, like, or not quit the job, or she ended her show, both of them should have been looking for jobs. Sharina and Kevin both. Kevin talking about I got to have hip surgery. I can't do nothing. So you better get a telemarketing job. Learn how to sell vacuums all over the phone. They got carpet salesmen over the phone now. You got to walk door to door anymore.
Kevin old, I think he ain't gonna get no good job. The best thing he gonna get to do is probably go to Walmart and read them receipts.
That's fine too. They paying like 15 an hour. Just you just need insurance. That's all you talking about. You need to have hip surgery. Just get that little $15 job an hour, or take less money and become full time, so you can get the benefits. I mean,
Well, and he also can do like Buckwheat, go find you another rich woman, honey.
wait, how he is not an attractive man. He's not he's not well, let me back up because Nesto did it, so I'm sorry. Let me shut up. Put my foot in my mouth.
Well, he better do something because child support is coming, bills is coming, and winning money is going out the door to these conservatorships and lawyers and things. And so it's good
They
time
ripping
is
her
over
off.
with. So he better try to figure something out because the bottom has
He's
failed out.
figuring out is to sue them.
Well, he better come up with another plan. He better come up with plan B.
He does not have a plan B because he's trying to nickel and dime every penny he can get from the conservatorship.
Right.
I
And
mean,
they said they overpaid him. He owed them money back.
I forgot about that.
Remember
Yes,
that? Hey,
she's
Cornell.
wasn't she trying to sue him to get
No,
money?
he tried to sue them because he said that he had not been paid
No,
and that they owed him. I forgot what the monetary amount was, but so they said they went and did an audit and they actually overpaid him because all of his payments were like automatic,
right,
drops,
right.
and then he owed them money.
No, I said, didn't Sabrina try to like sue him to get some of
No,
that money back?
he
I
tried to sue Sabrina because he was saying he had not been paid.
no, I know that, but I thought she did some sort of countersuit. That's what I
I
was.
She
She
did what I
telling you,
just told you.
Okay.
she did because they overpaid him. So that was a countersuit.
Well, either way, I mean, he done had 3 years now fighting this lady, and I mean, huh?
He should have left well enough alone. Is what he should have did.
I mean, the son and the son, the sister, I think the niece, Alex, they're all trying to at least just get freaking custody of Wendy. And I think they moved her to another floor now. He's not even. Is he even trying to get Wendy out of that place, or is he just looking for money?
He wants $250 million. He
You ain't.
the Derek Dixon
Million or thousand?
million.
Oh, hell, lost
Oh,
his
girl.
mind. That woman ain't got that kind of money. I thought you said $250,000.
No,
I'm-
you just be
I missed that part.
blocking me out.
I did. I'm sorry. I was doing something else too when you said the amount. I thought it was 250,000.
No,
He's
ma'am.
He done lost it. I'm what I said. What I said. He done lost his damn mind, sir.
Rabbit ass mind thinking you finna get $250 million. That woman ain't even got that much money. The heck wrong with him?
Conservatorships, especially ghetto ones like this, they liquidate. They try to liquidate all your assets. They would already got rid of this lady's cats. They sold her penthouse. I mean, what makes you think you've been divorced from her for 5 years now? What makes you think you deserve uh, anything more than
They do
a
me
nickel?
Cornell. They just do me dirty.
Mm-mm.
I'm putting a little M too.
I could have sworn you said 250,000 a while ago.
I thought you said that too.
Yeah, she did. She probably just made a mistake, but I could have sworn I heard that. I thought I was listening well. And I ain't gonna say I don't, because I know I don't listen well sometimes, but I could have sworn she said that. But yeah, he done lost his rabbit mind if he think he finna get $250 million. Do Wendy even have $250 million?
She don't. I can tell you that right now. She don't.
All right. That woman do good to have $50 million left away. They going through her money left and right.
I mean, they're paying the stuff that they're paying for out of that conservatorship. They're paying for their own attorneys. They're doing her like. I mean, she can't even have family around there. I don't know which conservatorship is worse, Brittany's or Wendy's.
Well, now I don't know if it's true or not, but they said they caught her drinking, and when she did move to this other new place, she did go out on the town and she was inebriated. So
if this is how I choose to spend my last years, let me drink. Let me be with my family. Let them take care of me.
You can only do that when you're on hospice.
What?
Do what you want to do.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, the stuff that they're doing for her, they're not giving her anything from how Wendy described it. Because I did listen to the Breakfast Club when they interviewed her, and Lauren did a good job of interviewing Wendy too. Did you hear that one?
No.
That was a very go. You guys really should listen to that. She does sound scattered, however, but that's kind of how Wendy talks though too. I mean, she I think she doesn't talk to she doesn't talk to that many people. So when she finally gets someone to talk to and to hear her out, she has she's trying to get everything out at once because they only give her like 20 or 30 minutes on the phone. So
now she probably don't get that.
They she said that they do punish her. They will take away privileges from her.
Congratulations, Cornell, the graduates. He had two
Congratulations
to graduate. All right, that's
congratulate,
awesome.
Paw.
Y'all know that's my favorite Jen. I had to cut y'all off. I heard that it was wrong how they're doing her. Yeah, for that matter. Yeah,
it is wrong, and I would like you, Vicky. I feel like she should be able to do whatever she want to do with her money, or Chick-fil-A, or whoever. It's her money, and she should be able to spend it the way she wants to. And if she want to take herself out like the rest of America do, then let her do it.
And the fact that they just sold her penthouse without her, like, without her permission. Like, they just sold us, like, well, you don't need it. We're going to, we're locking you up here. We're going to take your cats. She loved her cats. They took her cats away from her.
Yeah, and I
And
know
they,
like the pets are like emotional support, so they really should at least let her keep her pets.
nope,
Right.
that lady took, I mean, she's taking,
Just cruel.
she doesn't know what her stuff is. She gets to do a little shopping, and then they're trying to limit the time that she spends with her niece. It's absolutely wrong. I mean, the stuff that they're doing for her, why can't her family do it for her? Why can't they
Right.
give her I don't know how the conservatorships work, but can't they give her like
Yeah.
a guided
Yeah,
conservatorship
and I can
where
see maybe somebody getting a conservatorship if they had nobody, no family
Right.
right.
at all. You know what I mean? Like they
Right.
just out here by themselves. I put potentially, possibly see that, but in her situation, no. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Because if
Yeah,
if
you know how
somebody
them
gonna
people.
blow through my money, at least let it be my daughter. Like hell.
let it be me. Shit, if I want to go down to Neiman Marcus or Saks or wherever and spend $1 million that day, that's mine.
I mean, other
I,
people do what they want to do. But
yeah.
you don't let me get on my Black Panther stuff because you know how I feel about it, child. They just trying, them folks just trying to take all this woman money and
But
use it the way they want to use it.
well,
And
they're milking it is what they're
right.
milking it for fees, and
Uh-huh.
that lady Sabrina, she has some reviews that are not great.
Uh-uh. And
That
they still let her be over it. That's the whole thing about it. Because even if you just changed the person, I mean, why let this crook do it? That's done took advantage of other people allegedly before.
well, that they don't do like Real is saying, they don't do that for people who have money. Um, they I think the judges are in on this stuff too. The laws are very loose from what it
Right.
seems like with this conservatorship thing. I don't know. Um, but I know Lady T Bug, like you said, you like something about last thought. So I'm just gonna go real quick. Um, Tyler, I don't know what to say about him. Um, just go get you a boyfriend, sir. At
Agnes.
the church crowd, some of them may leave you, some of them may stick around, but you're still a billionaire. Go get somebody who'll role play with you and pretend like they don't want you, and then come by and you can have fun with them. Um, yeah, I just said my thoughts on Wendy, but who else was it?
Buckwheat
Oh,
and Jess.
next.
Charlemagne.
Oh, Miss Jones. Diddy been stealing? I really did. Really did think that Miss Jones and Mary J. Blige were sisters because they dressed so similar, and she was on the AZ Sugar Hill song. But I used to think that they were sisters because they just reminded me of so
Until they
much.
swagger jacked her style.
Not surprised. Um,
No. Mm-mm.
as
You
far
gonna watch
as
the interview for me?
I'm gonna try to get through it. I don't like
Thank
envy.
you,
I
Vicky.
don't like when Charlamagne not there too.
Yeah, he was not there, but Laura did a good job.
Okay. Um,
And did you look up cover? Because I
I
think you
did.
need.
I did. I have
You
it.
gonna
I
watch
have.
it? You've not
I'm gonna
watched
try.
that before?
If I've not watched it before.
Okay,
Um,
it's an
as far
oldie.
as far as the Ernest, Mr. Williams goes,
Mhm. Mhm.
he's in it. I don't know why. I said what I said. I don't know why he just sitting there. This is your freedom. You sitting there. That man straight up asked, "Is this for bond or is this a representation?" She like, "Well,
Right.
he already got bond." Did he have bond at this time?
No,
Ex-
because she was calling particularly, okay, specifically for the CP and the grape stuff.
Exactly. So he didn't even speak up. He didn't chime. You could hear the other inmates in the background. I mean, like, say something. Chime in. Like, I mean, you just let this woman run your. What I'm gonna say? She did it by herself. He helped this woman further sink his ship. So there was already a hole in the boat. You just helped her poke more holes in it, and she doesn't know how to articulate anything. She's no better than him when it comes down to it. Talking
I
about some
agree.
hey, hun, this Sonya.
After she
Like,
done tried to FaceTime the man. Okay, Vicky, this your thoughts. Let me.
no, I'm with you. After oh, I don't know why. I don't know why he FaceTiming people. He just does that. Like, I know what you were trying to do. Oh, freakily, grandma, you were sitting there trying to FaceTime that man, thinking that you could sexually seduce him, and that's what Ernest. That's why Ernest was saying that you got to call this man, and he's stupid anyway. Old desperate behind. You should have called your son, or Lamont. They wouldn't have paid nothing, and she ain't paying nothing. But at least they could have made the call for you, or even called Dre. Like, but I know with his angle why he's not calling them, because he's thinking that he could just send her out there to try to sweet talk these attorneys. She's 2-0 with your attorneys. She at this point, she is stricken. She's like this is the third one she struck out on. That man's like. He sitting there Googling and texting Curl. Curl told him straight up, run for the hills, man. Go.
Girl, when I said that, I hollered to myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I know Crowd do it. That's my homie. let me get the behind the scenes scoop.
Yeah, let me see what's going on. Curl texts that man. It's like, that's the man. You don't want nothing to do with that case. And I already talked to the wife. She done paying, so she ain't paying nothing. So there's no money there. And it's too much. You're gonna have to sit there and deal with. You're gonna have to sit there and deal with the girlfriend. And she gonna try to pretend like she the niece, but she's really the girlfriend. So this was his freedom. He chose otherwise. He did choose violence. He chose he chose not to call Shirley. I mean,
thought he had a backup plan, a spare, but he actually had a flat.
everybody was telling him, like,
Yes.
and this is not a situation where Shirley is like saying people, like, he's telling people that he's telling her, Shirley, that people are jealous of her. No one was jealous of you at this point, but they're sitting there telling you, I ain't got it like that, but she do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shirley was sick of paying for attorneys, and the one that you picked, he messy. You already called him Gary with the T. He messy, and he done already told your wife some stuff, and you don't even know. And he done took your wife out for lunch, and you paranoid about that, and then all of a sudden your wife stopped calling you. You should have been begging and pleading instead of trying to become Debo on the phone talking about what you gonna do. So he chose violence that day, and I'm not blaming Dion and Dre and Lamont for not offering up any money. I don't even blame Sonia for not offering up any money. But she's the one who, like, she's the fool who inserted herself in here and ran and helped run people off as well. So I said what I said. It was fun talking to you earlier and now. And Lady T-Buck, thank you as always. This is a great show.
All right,
you,
Vic.
sis.
All right, it was fun talking to everybody. Good night, y'all. I'm
No,
going
she
to drop
had
on
gas
down.
now. Listen to him.
Yeah, child, book, we don't wore me out.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming over here on the front porch. I'm about to go warm up my dinner, watch some TV, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for supporting. Please like the live. Oh, let's get Steve up here. We ain't had Steve up here in a minute.
Come here. Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. Look at your dumb ass say it.
That's really what Overton Theory wanted to tell her. Shut your stupid ass up. Good night, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. see y'all still in the chat. Let me highlight y'all. All right, bye y'all. Okay, going to watch cover. Let me know what you think. It's gonna be giving all that. Child, inbox me over there on IG.